Come in. Welcome. I'm Tammy Grimes. Chess playing isn't regarded as a dangerous pastime, and rightfully so. Of course, there are stories, perhaps apocryphal, about the game being played in ancient times with real people instead of pieces. And then indeed, it can become deadly. Even today, however, we read about the use of mind-controlling devices and other mystic aids in world championship matches. But chess, among those who play it for fun, is just harmless relaxation. Or is it?
I'm not interested in playing any more chess with the old man. I'm telling you, here and now, I'm finished. No more chess.
You're not thinking, Charlie. You're letting yourself be driven by silly superstitions. If you refuse to play this game, it could be dangerous for you. Deadly dangerous, remember that. And the next move is yours.
Our mystery drama, The Chess Master, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Murray Burnett and stars Paul Hecht and Fred Gwynne. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Most Americans lead lives that are fairly routine. Some might even describe their lives as humdrum. But there are a few fortunate enough to be working in jobs they like. Others find life tolerable, if not dramatically exciting, with a series of highs and lows. However, when a real crisis arises, some people go right off the rails, and others, in trying to cope, find themselves faced, at the very least, with a sweeping change in their lifestyles.
I was fired today. It was my first time. I started to walk, just walk, aimlessly around New York. My compulsive walking took me to the lobby of one of the city's newest glass towers. It has a beautiful two-story lobby that runs an entire block and was used as a walkway between the streets. As I walked through, admiring the ficus trees and the artificial waterfall, my eye was caught by a chessboard completely set up for a game. Seated behind the board was a portly, white-haired gentleman who smiled up at me as I halted.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hi.
Do you play?
No, I dabble. I haven't played in years.
Well, that doesn't matter. If you'd care to sit down.
Don't play. Don't play, for Pete's sake. Don't play. Don't ever sit down and play chess with him.
Now, Ben, you shouldn't let losing upset you so much. This is Ben Bradley, Mr.
Williams, Charlie Williams.
Pleasure, Mr. Williams. And certainly an explanation is in order here. You see, Ben here suffers from that most American disease, competition. He's highly competitive, and although we've played several games and he's lost only one more than he won, it's upsetting him terribly.
Well, that's okay. I understand.
I'd like to straighten this out. Please. Isn't this true, what I just said, Ben?
Well, I'll admit I'm a bad loser. I do have a tendency to overreact.
Thank you.
Williams, forget what I said. Oh, okay, Chessman, I'll be on my way since I see you have a game. Bye.
Bye. Now, Mr. Williams, since we've cleared up that little misunderstanding, would you care to play?
Well, I am...
You're not still thinking about Ben's blowing up?
No, not exactly. I'm not an expert, though. I never was, and I'm certainly rusty.
Well, I'm hardly an international grandmaster myself.
Besides, I've just lost my job. I don't think I could concentrate.
Oh, well, there's no better way for you to forget your problems. This will help clear your mind. Come, sit down. Good. Now that you're comfortable, I'll make it even better for you by turning the board around and let you play the white pieces.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, good. Now, what shall we play for?
Hey, come on. You're a chess hustler. Good try, but no dice.
Oh, no. Please, sit. I'm not usually guilty of such stupidity.
Neither am I. Find yourself another sucker.
I don't want to play for money. Never play for money. However, I must confess that although the game itself is stimulating, I like to add zest by putting up some worthless bauble or trinket like this. And you can do the same. There's something of no intrinsic value.
This is crazy.
Oh, come now. If it weren't for that ridiculous outburst from Ben Bradley, you wouldn't think twice about putting up something you have on your person that's of no value to you. Isn't that true?
Who are you?
The name is Chessman. First name Lawrence. But don't be put off by the last name. It's just a coincidence. I do like chess, but there's no other meaning to be read into it. Now, what will your stake be? Remember, something on you that's worthless.
Maybe a fingernail or a lock of hair? Is that what you had in mind?
Oh, I do like your vivid imagination, Mr. Williams. I do sincerely. Surely you don't think I'm a practitioner of voodoo.
No, I don't know what to make of you.
Why is it necessary to make anything out of me? I'm an eccentric you play the game of chess with, and we'll both enjoy it. Now, your stake.
Well, I can't think of anything... hold on. I have a key to the executive washroom that I won't be using anymore. Will that do?
Of course. Now, your move, I believe.
Okay.
Pawn to king 4. Since you're rusty, let's just keep it simple. I will also move pawn to king 4, which leaves the initiative entirely up to you. Pawn to king's bishop 4. I should have realized that anyone who had the imagination to consider voodoo would employ the Muzio Gambit. You know, of course, that it's been regarded for years as unsound.
If properly defended.
Well, I shall certainly try, Mr. Williams. I shall certainly try.
Well, check. And I think also mate.
I regret to admit that you're right. I'm not one to offer excuses, but I'd forgotten exactly how lethal the Muzio Gambit attack can be if you allow your opponent to gain timing.
Well, thanks. I enjoyed the game.
As did I. Take your winnings.
Oh, no, forget it. I just play for...
I insist. Absolutely. I would feel ashamed if you didn't take this token of your victory. A debt of honor, sir.
Okay, if you feel that strongly.
I think it's only fair that if we ever play again, however, I should have a chance to win it back. Unless, of course, certain conditions should arise.
Oh? What conditions?
Why, the conditions under which you would give it up.
Are you kidding?
I'm deadly serious. This is a city of strange happenings and unusual meetings. It may someday happen that you will come across someone who will say to you, the Muzio Gambit is a very unsound opening.
What?
If that should happen, you will hand over the trinket you won today. Immediately.
Oh, come on, what do you take me for?
I have your word.
Okay, you got my word.
You've been let go? I don't believe it.
Why not, Susan? It happens all the time in this business.
Just because they lost the claimant account isn't any reason to let you go. It isn't as if it were your fault.
I was the junior account executive. No account, no job.
But you've been with them for 6 years. Surely there are other accounts.
Well, they're not about to fire someone else to give me a job. Now, I'll give Frank Fentress a call tomorrow. He'll find something for me.
You haven't called him yet?
No.
What did you do this afternoon? You must have known...
Sure, I knew, Susan. I just walked and walked, trying to figure something out, and then I played chess.
You played chess?
Yeah, and I won, too. Look.
That's pretty.
No, it's not worth anything.
I know, but I could have it pierced. Run a silver chain through it, and it will make a lovely necklace.
No, I can't. I promised the old man I played with to keep it.
I'll be keeping it if I wear it, won't I?
Can't do it. I know it sounds silly, Susan, but the old geezer said if we ever played again, I should bring it with me, and maybe he could win it back.
You're going to play again?
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I may not have it on me.
You just finished telling me that you had to keep it.
Yeah, unless someone comes up to me and says the Muzio Gambit is a totally unsound opening, and then I'm to give the coin to him.
Unsound opening? You're the only one who's unsound, Charlie Williams. You're out of your mind.
The next morning, I went downtown to the Fentress Agency, tops in executive placement in the advertising business. Fentress is on the 25th floor of one of the great old Art Deco buildings on 57th Street, and as I got off the elevator, I saw this glamorous movie star type wandering around the floor, looking lost.
Pardon me, but I'm a stranger to the city and this building. Could you direct me to the office of the Fentress Agency?
Yeah, sure. I can do better than that. That's where I'm heading. Why don't you come along?
You are very kind. Is this Fentress a good agency?
Oh, sure. It's the best. Are you looking for a job in advertising?
Not exactly. I have some business with a gentleman I expect to call. His name is Charles Williams?
Charles? Well, that's me.
Oh, but how fortunate. Here I was desolated to think that I would have to sit in some anteroom waiting for...
No, wait. Hold it a second. Madame, why are you looking for me?
I think you have something for me. The Muzio Gambit is totally unsound opening. Well, have you?
Sure. I wasn't expecting it to...
You have something for me?
Yeah, right. Here it is.
Thank you. And to show you that I sincerely appreciate this favor you have done for me, please accept this.
She handed me an envelope and walked to the elevator and left. I stood for a moment, turning the envelope over in my hands, and then opened it. I couldn't believe my eyes. There were 5 crisp, new $1,000 bills. I forgot all about seeing Frank Fentress and headed for the atrium of the building where I'd played chess with the old man.
Good day, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, change that to strange day, Mr. Chessman. That trinket, huh? Worthless, A mere nothing. Then tell me why she gave me $5,000 for it.
Softly, Mr. Williams, softly. Why don't you sit down? We'll have another game.
No, I'm not playing any more games with you until I know what your game is.
I cannot satisfy your curiosity or even carry on a rational conversation with you standing there and raising your voice at me. If you sit down, we can discuss whatever it is that has made you so upset.
Okay.
Oh, well, as long as you're sitting, we might as well play.
Forget it.
I find that I talk better when I'm playing.
I don't. Now, look, Chessman, I don't like being maneuvered. I'm not a pawn in a chess game.
I never said you were. But you seem to blame me for what's upsetting you.
Oh, and why shouldn't I? I mean, some strange woman comes up to me, no, you might say ambushes me, because I know darn well she was waiting for me, then gives me that line you told me about the Muzio Gambit, and when I give her the coin, she hands me an envelope with $5,000 in it.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible. A fantastic tale, Mr. Williams. If true.
If true?
It's only fair that I play white today.
Now, look, here. Take a look at these $1,000 bills.
I don't know much about you, Mr. Williams, but I am not susceptible to bribes. Put that money away, and let's play chess.
I don't believe this.
I've moved. Pawn to Queen 4.
You mean you don't know anything about this money?
Your move.
I asked you a question.
Move.
Now, look, I don't know anything about the Queen's pawn opening, but... okay. Knight to King's Bishop 3.
Playable.
The money. What about it?
I know nothing about it. Move.
Pawn to King 3. And you never said anything to me about the Muzio Gambit being unsound, huh?
Of course, but that was just a jest. Maybe someone overheard me and carried it a bit further.
Now, where did you get that coin? Was it stolen?
Ridiculous. Your move.
But $5,000.
I can't understand your anger about the money. I should think a sum like that would come in handy with someone out of work.
I don't like the way I got it.
You can afford to be choosy. Wonderful. Oh, by the way, have you ever handled an institutional account?
No. I guess I'll have to move my bishop.
It would seem advisable. I have a good friend, Mr. Williams, highly placed in the Larson Tool and Die Company. Tompkins is his name. He told me they're going in for a campaign of institutional advertising. I think you'd have a chance if you went to see him. And, of course, you can use my name.
Look, I told you I don't have a background in...
That may not matter. It's worth your time, anyway. Checkmate, I believe.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Too bad. You didn't play as well today.
No, besides being unfamiliar with that opening, I was distracted.
Of course. Are you going to see Mr. Tompkins?
Yeah, well, I'll think about it.
Might be very good for you. By the way, you lost.
Yes, I know.
Then I'll take my winnings. Your key to the executive washroom.
Is it possible that the key to an executive washroom can be the key to the solution of a most mysterious and perhaps sinister puzzle? On the surface, it seems most unlikely. But on the other hand, the chess master seems to know exactly what he's doing and why. I'll be back shortly with Act 2. To paraphrase William Shakespeare, all the world's a chessboard, and all the men and women pawns. You prefer the original? So do I. But reading the daily newspapers, it's difficult not to get the feeling that we're all pawns in a gigantic power struggle, manipulated by forces over which we have no control. Charlie Williams feels he is being manipulated, but why and for what purpose remains a mystery.
It took me some time to get the washroom key off my key ring, but I finally accomplished it, and as I handed it to Mr. Chessman, he gave me a slip of paper in return.
That's my friend Tompkins' address. He'll be expecting you tomorrow at your convenience.
I haven't decided about that yet. I'm still not satisfied with your explanation or non-explanation of what's been happening.
Hello again, Mr. Chessman.
Ben. You remember Ben Bradley, Mr. Williams, the gentleman who warned you against playing with me.
Yes, I remember.
I believe Ben has had a change of heart about playing and has come back for another game. Am I right, Ben?
I don't appreciate your sense of humor, Chessman. You know darn well I've come to play. Or do I have a choice?
We always have choices. Just as in chess. It's up to us to make the right moves. Now, sit down, Ben, and see about your move.
I've been married to you for 5 years, and I still don't understand you, Charlie Williams.
Now, I love you, Susan.
I love you, too, but you're not going to get away with changing the subject.
Okay. I want to see Frank Fentress before I see this Tompkins.
Why?
Because I know Frank. I know his agency. He's legitimate.
How do you know Tompkins isn't?
I don't, but look, $5,000, what do we do with the money?
Put it in the bank.
How do I show it on my income tax? Well, what did I do to earn it?
Well, don't ask me. Ask that crazy old man you played chess with. He started the whole thing.
I have.
And what did he say?
He claimed he didn't know anything about it. Do you believe that?
I don't know what to believe.
He even had the nerve to suggest I might have been lying about it.
Well, if he really didn't know...
Come on, Sue. He was the one who gave me that rigmarole about the Muzio Gambit, and she repeated it word for word. Gosh, I just wish I knew somebody with the police or the FBI that I could tell about this.
I don't like the sound of the police, Charlie. After all, there's nothing very criminal about what's happened. Isn't it possible that this old man really took a liking to you and tried to get you a job at this tool and die plant?
Yeah, it is possible. I just wish that there was some way I could test it.
You can test it by going out and seeing this Tompkins and talking to him.
Wait a minute. Wait, I just got an idea. I think I found a way to get some answers. The next day, I went right to the lobby of the building where Chessman hung out. His usual table was empty, so I sat down and waited. About 11 o'clock, he showed up carrying his chessboard and his box with the pieces. He spotted me right away, and as he sat down...
Good morning, Mr. Williams. Bright and early today, aren't we? How did your talk with Mr. Tompkins go?
I haven't seen him yet. That's why I was waiting here.
Care for a game?
No, not now, thanks. I really don't have the time. You see, I had a lucky break yesterday. I got my old job back.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, that's why it didn't make any sense to go and see your friend.
I understand. But why were you waiting for me?
I know it sounds crazy, but I came for my washroom key. I don't think it would look too good if I said I'd thrown it away. Since I know it's not worth anything to you, I'd like to have it back.
But you lost it on the field of battle, so to speak. Debt of honor.
Oh, come on, Mr. Chessman. You say you have my best interest at heart. The key can't mean anything to you.
I play fair, and I play by my rules, Mr. Williams. I won that key, and it's mine. If you'd like me to write a note to your employers, telling them the circumstances...
You really are a first-class nut, aren't you?
I'm sorry you feel that way. I'd certainly be more than happy to play another game and put the key up against something else that has no value for you.
I'm going to make you a promise, Chessman. The next time we play, I'll win.
That's a challenge that I will happily accept.
When Chessman refused to return my key, I knew what I had to do. And I did it before setting off for the Larson Tool and Die Company to keep my appointment with Mr. Tompkins. They were located out in Queens, and when I got there, the buildings looked so legitimate that my heart sank. I walked in anyway, gave my name, and after a suitable wait, was escorted into Mr. Tompkins' office.
Sit down, Mr. Williams.
Oh, thank you. I take it you were expecting me?
I was, and I wasn't.
Oh?
Mr. Chessman called and told me you'd found another job.
Yeah, well, that fell through.
I'm sorry to hear that. You give me a little of your background.
The last 5 years, I was a junior account executive with White, Graves & Pfeiffer, handling a chain store houseware account. But none of my experience is in institutional advertising.
I understand. Now, the salary is $7.50 per week with several fringe benefits: hospitalization, medical plan, a good retirement plan.
No, but about the job itself, sir.
I'm offering it to you, Williams. If you care to, we can go down and take a look at your office.
But aren't we rushing things a bit? I mean, wouldn't you like to hear any of my ideas?
Well, I don't think you can formulate any ideas until you've made yourself familiar with our entire operation. You haven't studied us, have you?
No. But I'd like to hear from you what made you suddenly decide to enter institutional advertising.
I'm afraid I don't have the time to go into that now. Why don't we go along and look at your office?
I walked out of the Larson plant with pretty much the same feelings I had when I entered, which didn't please Susan at all when I got home.
I'm trying to understand, darling. I'm really trying. But you seem to have changed so. I don't know how to say it, but you're different.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that if I'd taken the job.
What can be wrong with a job paying $750 a week as advertising manager for a perfectly reputable concern like Larson?
I wish you'd played chess. I mean, that old man and me, we're playing a game, and he's trying to manipulate me like one of his pieces.
So because of this feeling, you're going to turn down a job you need and which you can do easily? Is that it?
I haven't made up my mind. I left it open when I said I had to think it over. Tompkins knew I was telling the truth. I'm still thinking it over.
We've been at this for hours, and I'll be happy to go along with whatever you decide. But I'd be much happier if you could give me one single hard fact, one good reason why you should turn it down.
Come in, Williams. Yeah, I'm happy you decided to come aboard.
There are still some details I'd like cleared up, Mr. Tompkins. I'm beginning to get an idea of what you expect from me.
That's good. As of this moment, you're on the payroll. And it happens to work out very well.
Well, how's that?
Your office won't be ready today, so you can do me a favor.
Oh, of course.
I understand you're a chess enthusiast.
I beg your pardon?
I'm talking about chess. And our mutual acquaintance, Mr. Chessman. Since you won't be around today, I'd like you to play a game with him.
Now, what's that got to do with my job?
I said I was asking a favor. This is a running contest between Chessman and me. And since we both know our friend's quirk about steaks, I'm furnishing you with a steak for today's game. There it is, on the desk.
Now, forget it. You must think I'm a fool. I mean, it's perfectly obvious that you and Chessman are running some kind of con game, and I don't want any part of it. I mean, you're not offering me a job. You want a messenger service. You want me to carry this disc to Chessman.
Mr. Williams, I asked you to play a game of chess. If you win, you bring this disc back to me. If you lose, well, that's the fortune of war.
I'll bet you right now all the money I have in the world that I don't win.
No bet. You sound like a loser.
I think you're going to lose, Mr. Tompkins. Now, I don't know what you and Chessman are doing, but I'll bet the police will be interested in finding out.
Finding out what, Williams?
That these so-called worthless stakes that Chessman plays for signify something really important. What, I don't know. But as I said, the police will find out.
Sit down, Williams.
Huh?
Sit down. Now, listen to me. Let's suppose, for the sake of argument, that your wild guess is correct, and you carry out your threat to go to the police. Now, let's examine your position. The police have only your word for it that the talisman you won from Chessman was the same you later passed on to your accomplice.
My accomplice?
Exactly. You passed the coin, or talisman, or whatever, to her. She gave you $5,000 for it. Were you so shocked and surprised that you reported that strange occurrence to the police? Not at all. You pocketed it. And you turned again to play with Chessman, didn't you?
Well, at that time, I didn't know.
Didn't know what, Williams? What do you know? Or think you know?
There are people who prefer to be ostriches. Don't tell me this. I don't want to hear it. And there are others who are insatiably curious and have to know everything. Those are two extremes. Since I'm not an extremist, I find both extremes unpleasant. But if I were in Charlie Williams' place, I'd want to know what was going on. You will find out shortly when I bring you Act 3. In the days when luxury liners swept across the Atlantic, traveling to and from Europe aboard those queens of the seas was the ultimate in luxury. Passengers were constantly warned not to play cards with strangers because they were card sharks who made their living on the big boats. However, I've never seen or heard of warnings about sitting down for a game of chess with a stranger. But after hearing what happened to Charlie Williams, I'm beginning to think perhaps there should be.
I sat there in Tompkins' office at the Larson Company looking into Tompkins' calm, complacent face and hated him. I hated him because I felt the truth in what he'd said. I hated him because I really didn't have a logical answer to his question.
Well, Williams, I repeat the question. What do you know, or think you know?
Tompkins, I know enough to realize that I'm being used as a pawn, and not at any chess game.
You made some threats. Something about going to the authorities. I'm beginning to think you're seriously deranged, Williams. And it would be best for me to nip your nonsense in the bud. Now, how do you suggest I go about that?
I have no suggestions.
I think the wisest course for me is to call the police and tell them I have a man here to whom I've offered a job and he's creating a disturbance.
Okay, put the phone down.
I honestly believe you are unstable.
All right. You don't have to practice your act because you don't have to call the police.
Does that mean you've decided to take the job with all the duties and responsibilities that it entails?
Well, it seems I have no choice.
I'm glad you've come to your senses. It really would have been most unpleasant for you if you hadn't.
On my way to my chess game with the old man, I had an idea. I stopped and walked through the plant on the way out, looking and talking with some of the workers and foremen who all seemed genuine and unaware of the trickery that I believed was going on. When I returned to the lobby, I spied Mr. Chessman in his accustomed seat with the inevitable chessboard set up before him. I walked over to the table.
Good afternoon, Mr. Williams. I am indeed happy to see you. Please, have a seat.
Oh, thanks.
I think we might even allow you to have the white pieces today. You play a much stronger game with white, you know.
What difference does it make? It's all fixed.
Fixed? How can one fix a chess game?
Well, easily. When a pro like you plays an amateur like me, you can win or lose just as you like.
You have a feverish imagination, as I've noted before, Mr. Williams. But shall we begin? Have you brought your steak?
Sure. Here it is.
And would you like to have your washroom key back?
You must know it doesn't matter now.
Fine. Then we can be sure that it's valueless. Mr. Williams, you're a trickster. And I don't believe you realize how dangerous it can be to attempt this shabby sort of subterfuge.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The disc, sir. The disc. This is not the disc that you were given at the plant.
It must be.
Mr. Williams, I'm going to give you just 60 seconds to produce the real disc.
But it's valueless. What difference does it make?
You're not dealing with ninnies, Mr. Williams. There are 50 seconds left.
So you admit that there is some value to these little tokens you play for, huh?
40 seconds.
I say that's the disc Tompkins gave me, and that is the disc. Now, you must believe me.
30 seconds.
You know, there's really nothing you can do to me. I mean, are you going to threaten to shoot me or poison me right here in the lobby?
Mr. Williams, I suggest that you call your wife.
What?
I said, call your wife. And I suggest when you speak with her, please reassure her.
I had an uneasy feeling in the pit of my stomach as I went to a phone and dialed my number and waited for it to ring.
Hello?
Susan, this is Charlie. Is everything okay?
What's going on? What are you doing, Charlie?
Susan, there's nothing to worry about, I promise you.
But there's a man and a woman here, and they frighten me, Charlie. I'm worried. Now, I'm scared to death. Are you all right?
Susan, I'm fine. Believe me, I'm fine. And I promise you nothing's going to happen to either of us.
When will you be home?
I'll be home for dinner, darling. And Susan, darling, I know you'll be happy to hear. I took the job with Larson. I don't know whether I was more angry or more scared. But as I went back and sat down opposite Chessman, I knew I was shaking, and I tried to control it.
Well, I hope you had a nice chat with your lovely wife.
Okay, here's what you want.
Thank you. Shall we play now?
Do we have to continue with this ridiculous charade?
Whom the gods would destroy, they first make mad.
You're quite a philosopher as well as a chess player, but I'd like you to tell me how you knew I didn't give you the real disc.
If I told you, then you would know as much as I do. And the next time we play...
There isn't going to be a next time.
Oh? Why not?
You made a mistake, Chessman. You made a bad move when you sent those people to threaten my wife. Now, when I go to the police, Susan will be able to back up my story.
You do underestimate me, Mr. Williams. No one threatened your wife in any way. All those people did was to express their concern about your behavior, which has been rather erratic, to say the least.
I don't believe you.
Of course you do. Would you please make your first move?
You really intend to go through with this chess game farce?
your stupidity is monumental. For me, this is a ritual and a pastime. Now, even if your absurd imaginings were true, wouldn't it be logical to try to checkmate me and thus stop me from winning this disc?
Well,
Move.
okay.
Thank you. There, you played well with the Museo Gambit last time. I'm giving you the opportunity to try it again.
Why not? No matter what you say, Susan doesn't think I'm crazy.
Of course not. By the way, instead of playing purely defense against the Museo Gambit, there is a counter gambit. There.
And when I explain everything to her, she'll understand.
Understand what? That you've been behaving strangely ever since you lost your job? Imagining all sorts of hobgoblins? Even going so far as to fantasize that a perfectly legitimate job offer had sinister undertones?
And I can convince her that it does. There's my move. And who do you think she's going to believe, me or a couple of strangers?
You may be rash enough to play the Museo Gambit, but I don't think you'll be rash enough to risk your marriage. And indeed, your entire life. Your move.
You bet it is. And this time you're the one who's taking chances. I still say my word will weigh more heavily with Susan than anything you say.
Perhaps. But how about facts? Hard facts. For instance, if your key to the executive washroom were to be discovered in, shall we say, a place that might make you a prime suspect in a most serious matter, what would your wife's reaction be to that?
You'd actually frame me?
I'm moving my rook's pawn.
I'm curious. What would the charges be? Embezzlement? Huh? Drug dealing?
You would do better to pay attention to the game. Your position is deteriorating rapidly.
Yes, I'll admit that's a smart move you just made, but you're really playing another game besides this, aren't you?
You still haven't moved.
I don't like my position.
If I were playing white, I shouldn't care for it very much either. Do you resign?
No, not yet. Oh, that's no good.
You don't really have any options, Mr. Williams. Surely even a player of your limited ability can see the situation is hopeless. Resign.
Now, look, I'll make a deal with you, Chessman. Tell me what the stakes are. Then I'll make my move.
You're in no position to make any deals. You seem to have forgotten that two of my pieces are surrounding your queen. I, of course, refer to your wife.
You wouldn't dare make a move there because that would bring you out into the open.
Your position is hopeless. Either resign or move.
No. I don't agree that my position is hopeless because I believe in miracles.
I don't. Move.
Why don't you just grab the disc?
I play by the rules. Move.
Okay. All right. I think my move may come as a surprise to you.
A pleasant surprise. Because on this move, I call check and mate. You see it?
Oh, yeah. It's a mate, all right.
I'll take the disc. Victor Sergeyev, Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Checkmate, I believe, Mr. Chessman Sergeyev, or whatever your name is.
I don't know you, sir. Your credentials seem to be in order, but your actions are outrageous. What possible interest can the FBI have in me?
Espionage. The transmission of secret information from the United States to the Soviet Union.
Absurd. Totally ridiculous.
Yeah, the FBI told me they'd been working on the case for a long time. They finally cracked it. The information is in the disc.
You seem to know a lot more than I do. The disc was in your possession, and I suggest to this agent that he look very closely into your background.
The information is cleverly concealed in the disc, and that tiny indent near the center identifies the disc. It's hardly noticeable to anyone who doesn't know it's there.
All these ridiculous charges, which won't stand up for a minute in a court of law.
I think they will, Sergeyev. You see, Mr. Williams came to us last night and told us his problem. Before he went to see your pal Tompkins, we had him wired. As a matter of fact, Sergeyev, he's been wired all day. And your conversation makes very interesting listening.
I'd rather say fascinating, whatever your game is. I think they'll let you take your chessboard to the slammer. I looked for a big story in the papers, but someone must have put a lid on it because I only found a small item on page 7, noting that a suspected Soviet spy ring had been broken. Susan was just as happy that my name wasn't mentioned, and even happier when I got a great new job. Walking through that 2-story lobby the other day, I saw 2 young fellows playing chess. I didn't stop.
Everyone knows about the great victory Bobby Fischer of the United States won over Boris Spassky of the Soviet Union in Iceland in 1972. But only the Icelanders know the real reason why Fischer attained his miraculous ability to escape Spassky's attacks. The match was staged next to a farm called Elves Hill, and the natives knew that Spassky had offended the elves and was duly punished. I'll be back with the relationship of chess to women's rights after these messages. When chess was played in Persia in the 6th century, women's rights were unheard of. Yet women's livers might well note the way the game was designed. First, the placement of the pieces. The queen is a lady, so she always chooses her color. And which is the most powerful piece on the board? The queen. And which has the least power? The poor, masculine king. As a famous Belgian detective might say, it gives one furiously to think. Our cast included Paul Hecht, Fred Gwynne, Lames Faris, and Russell Horton. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now a preview of our next tale.
Well, look, you don't make a decision to kill your uncle every day.
Carl, I am not minimizing this thing, but it has to be done.
Yes.
All right. Let's go. Get it over with.
No, Carl, come back. Don't do it. Come back.
Waldo, what is the matter with you?
That man, Edna, tonight, he is going to commit a murder.
Oh, who's he going to kill?
You heard him, his uncle.
So what?
So what? Life is precious, Edna.
Not among human beings. Murder is their biggest outdoor sport. It's also their second most popular indoor sport.
Well, I've got to stop it.
How are you going to stop it?
Well, I just got to stop it.
Waldo, what are you doing? Stop rattling the bars and stop jumping up and down.
Somebody, please, listen to me.
But why should they listen? They can't understand you.
Everybody, listen. It's going to be a murder.
This is Tammy Grimes inviting you to...
Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. There's a haunting, lovely song in Shakespeare's Twelfth Night which has troubled my dreams, and perhaps yours. Come away, death. Let me in sad cypress be laid. If it hasn't haunted you yet, perhaps it might after the story I bring you now. A story which, not unsurprisingly, has to do with death.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
I've come for you, Mr. Brokaw. It's time.
What do you mean, come for me? It's time. Who are you?
The name of Morris is good enough for day-to-day use and creates no difficulties. It is borrowed from the Latin mors. My name is Death, Mr. Brokaw, and I have an appointment with you. Our mystery drama, Come Away Death was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars William Griffiths and Norman Rose. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. You've all heard of the old Brokaw Mansion, naturally. Facing the river, occupying a full block in the heart of the city, with its gardens stretching all the way to the river, and its towering shade trees shielding the imposing bulk of the Renaissance house with its great copper roof. It's gone now, of course, to be replaced by a huge, high-rise apartment building. But it isn't so long ago that the last of the Brokaws, Simon, lived and refused to die there, no matter how many people, in and out of the real estate business, were eagerly awaiting his demise.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Rensselaer.
Good evening, Mrs. Marple. How is Mr. Brokaw?
Why, he seems to be better, sir.
Is the doctor still with him?
No, Dr. Manning left just a few minutes ago.
They're not putting him in the hospital again?
Oh, Dr. Manning said not.
Yes. What is it, Mrs. Marple?
Forgive me, Mr. Rensselaer. Just the doctor, and now you here. Oh, I've been with Mr. Brokaw as housekeeper for over 35 years.
And I don't know anyone else who could have taken it, Mrs. Marple. Oh, he's a difficult man.
Like all strong men. Oh, that's what's so awful, I suppose. He's still a big, lusty, healthy man. But he should be cut down in his prime like this.
Dr. Manning thinks it's that imminent?
Well, you'll have to ask Mr. Brokaw about that. Oh, the doctor himself.
Well, since I've been called in, I can guess perhaps it is. I'd better get on up, or is he resting?
No, he wanted you shown up right away.
I better not keep him waiting.
Mr. Rensselaer?
Yes?
Will he be changing his will? Is that what it is?
No, I don't think you have anything to worry about, Mrs. Marple.
Oh, it wasn't myself I was concerned about. It was Miss Nita.
Oh, yes. Well, you understand there's nothing I can say one way or another.
Oh, that sweet little niece of his has given up her private life to move in here and help nurse Mr. Brokaw ever since that first attack of... Well, ever since they discovered that he was ill. And I'd hate to see her left out in the cold if anything happens. I don't want to see her lose out to that cold, greedy little trollop who, in my opinion, is more than anything else responsible for the state he is in now. Oh, can't you do something?
Mrs. Marples, I am a lawyer. I appreciate and applaud your concern, but that's as far as I can go. Is Nita here now?
Yes. She's in the library with her fiancé, Dr. Lawrence.
Very well. Perhaps I'll have a chance to talk to her for a moment when I come down. Now I'd better get upstairs.
Perry, what are you doing at that half-open door?
Nita, hold it a minute.
Will you stop acting like a private eye?
I am a private eye. Watching the legal beagle ascend to Mount Olympus and listening at the same time for the below-stairs gossip.
Oh, come away from that door. What do you care, anyway?
But I do care, lover. Mr. Brokaw looms very large in my life, since he's all that stands between me and the love of my life.
Oh, that isn't fair. Uncle Simon isn't keeping us apart.
Oh, isn't he? Then how come we're not married and you won't let me take you away from all this?
But you know how ill Uncle Simon is. He needs me. I'm the only family he has.
Correction, love bug. He has Mrs. Marples to take care of him.
Oh, no, she's not a relative.
So, all right, he has that snaky secretary, that voluptuous Venus, Miss Bunny Huggins, to provide that.
Well, I'm not going to let that... She's angling to marry him now she knows he's dying.
So?
Well, I just don't want to see him taken.
Have you ever thought maybe he deserves it? Well, he spent his life doing that to everyone else that crosses his path. How about maybe he ought to get his comeuppance for a change?
Perry, he was my mom's brother. When she died, I swear she worried more about him than anything or anyone else. I mean, it was crazy. She was 10 years younger, but she always treated him like her baby brother.
That barracuda?
Mom said all that hard stuff was just a front.
Come on, Nita. As far as her brother Simon was concerned, your mother was blind as a bat.
Maybe, but I've still got to hang in, do what I can.
Nita?
What?
It isn't the dough, is it? I mean, look, I'm not going to be an intern forever.
No, it isn't the dough. It's just... Well, I don't want to see someone who's, well, sort of my own get taken. And as long as there's any way of shutting out Miss Bunny Huggins, I feel I owe at least that much to my mom.
How about me?
Oh, darling. Can't you wait just this little bit longer?
You're sure of Dr. Manning's diagnosis?
I am a registered nurse. That's why I came here.
I mean, there's no chance of remission. It is terminal?
No chance. It's terminal.
Damn it, Rensselaer, I won't accept it. A little pain, all right, but die? Oh, not me. Not Simon Brokaw. I have too much left to do. I'm not about to die, no matter what the doctor says.
And what am I here for?
To change my will.
Why does it have to be changed in the prime of health?
Because I've made up my mind. I'm going to take the final step at last. At 55. I'm going to be married.
Well, congratulations, I suppose. Do I know the intended bride?
Well, of course you do. Who else would I... Oh.
Want me to get done?
No, I'll get up myself. Hello.
Simon?
Oh, Bunny. Who else?
No one. Oh, I knew that deep, ticklish, sexy voice the moment it answered. Oh, am I interrupting anything?
Oh, no. Well, just a conference with my lawyer.
Oh, do you have him there, darling? Why?
Well, it seemed about time.
Honey, you haven't been feeling sick again, have you?
Oh, no, it's nothing for you to worry about.
Oh, but of course it is. You know how I worry all the time.
Now, Bunny, when I get through with my lawyer, you won't ever have to worry again.
Oh, but I do, darling. I don't want anything to happen to my baby. But a girl has to be practical. Just a reasonable settlement.
Yeah, well, let me suggest it. Joint property when we're married and sole heir if anything happens to me.
Married?
Bunny, is that enough? I need you so much.
Oh, you draw those papers up, darling, and at last we'll be what we always should have been together. If you need me, call me. If not, let's have a lovely drink together when we sign the wedding agreement. Oh, I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
Bye now.
Bunny, Bye. All right, Rensselaer. Let's get down to business. I want to redraw my will.
Well, before we do that, can we talk just a moment?
Oh, lawyers. All right, what about?
What is your hurry to rush into this marriage?
Well, I don't know how long I'll be around to enjoy it.
Simon, I can't...
There isn't any discussion, you see. Now or never. And I choose now.
All right, this is for the present, Simon, but do you have to mortgage yourself for the future, too?
You're a man of my age. Wouldn't you be tempted to mortgage your future, too, for a girl like this, or someone like her, that no man could ever sensibly dream of having unless...
Unless she was bought and paid for.
We'll pretend that was never said. Just let me go in my own way, and the devil take the hindmost.
Yes? Who is it?
Mr. Morris, for Mr. Brokaw.
Oh, is he expecting you?
He very well should be.
Well, we have strict orders. I'm not sure I can let you in.
It doesn't matter, because you really can't keep me out.
What did you say your name was?
Morris. The name is a convenience.
What does that mean?
It's not exact, and it is borrowed.
You're an imposter.
Oh, no. That's the last thing I am.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
I've come for you, Mr. Brokaw. It's time.
What do you mean you come for me? It's time.
The name of Morris is good enough for day-to-day use and creates no difficulties. As I said, it's borrowed from the Latin, mors, which in turn means death. My name is Death, Mr. Brokaw. And as I said, I have an appointment with you.
No. No, I'm not ready to die yet.
But then, who is?
Well, this can't be happening. I'll have you thrown out.
I am the one unwelcome visitor no one can refuse. Now, I beg you not to excite yourself. For this encounter, time is standing still, and you are frozen at the brink between life and afterlife.
Get out of here.
Oh, really? You cannot threaten me.
I'm not ready to die.
Well, the choice isn't yours.
No, but I'm not ready.
As I said, whoever is.
You don't understand. I'm rich. I have my health. Never mind what that stupid doctor says. I've never been married, but I've just found the woman I wanted, who excites me, thrills me.
I don't mean to interrupt. It's rather a silly thing to say, isn't it?
What?
I mean, that's really basically what I do. I make a career of interrupting. You come right down to it.
You have to be so casual about the whole thing?
Oh, I don't mean to be. You see, it's all become such a ritual. It's hard not to be bored. The same thing over and over again.
Well, I'm glad it bores you that much. Shall we just call off the whole thing?
Well, unfortunately, I have no say in the matter. I am only an instrument, a messenger. And the message I have to bring you is that you are dead.
But I can't die. I keep trying to tell you. I'm 56 years old. I have millions. I'm going to be married to a wonderful and exciting woman named Bunny Huggins, and it isn't fair that I can't be left alive to enjoy her. Now, look, I'll give anything, whatever you ask.
Now, come, Mr. Brokaw. Don't you think that I've been offered every kind of bribe through the years?
But, here, look. Here's a picture of Bunny. Now, could you take any man away from that?
She is attractive. There's no doubt.
Oh, you see why I have to stay alive.
No, not at all.
It's hopeless. I have to die.
Well, there is one possibility.
I'll take it. What?
As I said, I am world-weary. I'm tired to exhaustion. And, now this Bunny is a most extraordinary-looking woman.
Yeah.
Now, I might be persuaded to take a brief hiatus.
Yeah, well, how long?
Well, that somewhat depends on Bunny and what develops.
What do you mean, Bunny?
Mr. Brokaw, if I should make any arrangement with you to hold off your demise, well, naturally, there would have to be some transference of personality.
Oh, what does that mean?
Well, it's not very difficult. You see, I would take your place, and you would take mine.
For how long?
Well, I can't answer that. For as long as it suits.
Well, wait a minute. You take my place, I can imagine, but I take your place? What?
Yes, you would become a messenger like me. Oh, it's quite a busy job.
I'd go around telling people they're dead?
Oh, somebody has to.
But, how would I know which ones to go to?
No problem at all. You'll be told. You know, the more I think of it, a vacation from my appointed rounds could be very invigorating. All right, Mr. Brokaw, you brought it up. Would you like to make the swap?
This is a curious and rather new situation, isn't it? The devil tempts. The devil makes a bargain for the human soul. But the devil never makes an open trade, does he? Then, of course, this isn't the devil. It's death. Isn't he as sure as taxes? Or is there some escape? I shall return shortly with Act 2. We return to our strange confrontation. In the master bedroom of the huge, gloomy old Brokaw mansion, two men face each other. Men? The one in the bed, Simon Brokaw, is certainly mortal, since he is dying. The one who sits facing him, Mr. Morris, claims to be death. He has just offered Simon one way out from the inevitable. To avoid dying, he can exchange places with that grim gray specter who has been sent to claim his life.
I'm waiting for your answer, Simon Brokaw.
What proof do I have?
Proof?
That you're really dead.
Well, I'm here, am I not? How could I have forced my way into the house?
I'll need more than that.
Oh, dear me. Hold out your hand.
Why?
So I can touch it. You asked for proof.
Very well.
Now remember, this is only the first brush of death.
Horrible. Cold, clammy blankness.
You're convinced now?
Supposing I am, what is it like to be dead?
Well, I'm the last person to ask that. I work only this side. Pass the message. Deliver the goods.
And then?
Then? I don't know. You see, I really don't want to know. I'm satisfied enough with my own job, though it tends to be a little lonely and repetitive. It's why the idea of a vacation appeals to me.
Maybe I wouldn't like your job.
Maybe. It's a chance you take. But then the arrangement can't be permanent.
Why not?
Why not? Because eventually it must come to an end. On the other hand, must it?
What do you mean?
Interesting speculation. If I've taken over your life and delegated my responsibilities to you, why should we not, in fact, both be immortal?
Immortal?
Yes, that's your wish. And mine is to have a little more fun, which I certainly might have by living your life. The more I think of it, it's a very good exchange.
But what would I take with me from my life?
Nothing but yourself. All the rest is mine. Now, are you ready to make the swap?
What other choice have I?
To die.
All right. How do we go about this?
Well, we just exchange places.
You mean I get out of bed and give you my clothes?
Oh, I think it can be simpler than that. If you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
Now, let's make it as simple as possible. Just take a deep breath. Oh, and close your eyes. That should do it, I think. You can open your eyes. You feel any different?
Of course I feel different. I'm sitting in the chair now while you're in the bed.
Naturally. We've exchanged places. That was the idea, wasn't it?
Yes, but I'm not ready. I don't know what to do.
I told you. You don't have to. You will be told.
Yes, but I can't.
You hear something?
Yes. I can't stay. I'm being called. I'm needed somewhere else.
Oh, that's the way it goes. I began to find it deadly tiresome. He's gone. Oh, the poor fellow. He's going to be very busy from now on, while satin sheets, down pillows. Oh, it's very luxurious. No wonder Miss Bunny finds herself attracted. Bunny, where is that picture? If the presence lives up to the picture. Now, let's see. He must have her phone number in a book somewhere. What was the name? Yes, Huggins. Oh, what promise in that name. Here we are. Bunny Huggins.
Uncle Simon, what are you doing downstairs?
You must be Nita.
Of course, Uncle, are you all right?
Oh, never better, Nita, dear. Where's the young doctor?
Terry? You know, he's a little edgy about coming around here.
Because of me?
Well, yes and no.
Well, what's he worried about? I'll cut you out of my will.
He couldn't care less. If he had his way, he'd have me cut out of here.
Can't say as I blame him. It's a gloomy old dump. Why don't you take his advice and fly the musty coop?
What?
Why don't you marry him and be done with it?
But I feel a kind of responsibility for you.
Why?
Well, after all, I am a nurse.
One thing I don't need anymore. So feel free.
I just can't walk out like that.
All right. Let's have the wedding here. Would you like me to give you away?
Give me... I can't think of anything I'd like better, if you really mean it.
Of course I do. If you'll excuse me, I'll get it. That must be my secretary, Miss Huggins. This is a moment I'm really looking forward to.
He's agreed to the wedding and wants to give you away?
Yes, Terry, darling. I can't tell you what he's... I mean, he's a different man. There are remissions in this kind of disease, aren't there?
Oh, not from what I learned from Dr. Manning.
Well, Manning's kind of old-fashioned. I'd swear that Uncle has to be in some kind of remission. I mean, he's in marvelous shape. Isn't that great?
If we can get married, it is. So set the date. Let's gather ye rosebuds while we may. It is what you want, isn't it?
You're what I want. But, Simon, sweetie, why couldn't we make it a double wedding?
Because I'm not quite sure that I want to get married.
But I thought that was all wrapped up and delivered some time ago. Oh, I swear to heaven, sugar, I just don't know you anymore. You're like another man.
You know, I feel like another man.
I reckon that's just great, isn't it?
I don't plan on dying anymore, Bunny.
Well, I should hope not.
You are not going to be a quick widow ready to wallow in the lap of luxury.
Who said I wanted to be a widow?
Well, it's part of the game, isn't it?
I'm not interested in games, Simon.
Even the ones of chance? You still could win the jackpot.
If I decided to go.
You would walk out on me just like that?
Oh, I swear, Simon, honey, I don't know how to talk to you anymore. You're like a stranger.
Well, I have to admit that I have changed.
Well, if that's the way you feel and you want to get rid of poor little Bunny, I can bow out.
Mm-hmm. If you want.
It's going to cost you. There's the settlement.
What settlement?
Why, Simon Broker, how can you talk like that? How can you expect to use up the best years of my life and think you can walk away free?
Now, whoever said I wanted to walk away free? As a matter of fact, I was looking forward to some of the best years of my life with you. But I mean, with you. And on my terms.
Well, that might not satisfy me all the way.
So, see my lawyer. Or let me see him first. And after that, we can talk again.
Naturally, I had the new will drawn up, Simon.
And this is it?
Well, to the best of my belief, is substantially what you indicated to me at our last meeting.
Basically, except for a very token amount, it leaves my entire fortune to Miss Bunny Huggins.
According to your wish.
A wish with which I sense you are not in agreement.
Well, it's an old argument. I have no wish to reopen it. I'll call in a couple of my people to witness your signature.
Of what?
A new will.
Oh, yes, that. Well, we won't have any need of this anymore. The old one will do well enough since I don't plan to die. Not for a long time yet. I'm sorry that you had all this work for nothing.
Oh, I'm not. I never saw any labor go more cheerfully down the drain. I'd even break my lawyer's old moss back and say, I don't know what the devil has gotten into you, Simon Broker. But whatever it is, I'm for it all the way.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Morris. It's you again.
Yes, Mrs. Marples. May I come in?
If you feel you must. But it won't do any good. Mr. Brokaw isn't here.
He's still in Las Vegas?
Why, no. He left there a week or so ago on a trip around the world.
Around the world? Is Miss Huggins with him, do you know?
His secretary?
Yes.
Why, I believe so.
I only heard something about a wedding.
Oh, heavens, no. That was Mr. Brokar's niece. Oh, such a lovely ceremony, and he gave the bride away himself.
Little Nita.
Miss Nita, Mrs. Lawrence, it would be now, is here at the moment. If you would like to see her.
Oh, no, she wouldn't know me from... She wouldn't know me. Tell Mr. Brokar I'll look in again. As soon as he's back.
Good evening. Can I help you?
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Lawrence.
You know me.
Well, of you. My name is Boris. I'm an acquaintance of your Uncle Simon. May I see him?
I'm afraid he's not here.
Oh, I thought he was due back from his trip.
Oh, yes, we're expecting him as it happens.
Well, then I wonder if I could just come in and wait.
Well, tonight it might be a little inconvenient.
It's rather pressing, and I seldom have time to...
Don't bother about the bags, Bunny. The man will get them.
Well, I just need my cosmetic bag.
You don't need that or anything else. Now, let's get in and tell everybody the good news. Hello. What are you doing here?
I have to see you, Mr. Brokar. It's rather urgent.
Well, tonight is scarcely the best time.
I have a busy schedule. It's my only time. I'm desperate.
All right. Come in. Let's all get inside where it's warm. You picked an awkward time.
I've been trying to see you ever since we made our ill-advised bargain.
Ill-advised?
At least from my side.
So, what is it you want?
I want to call it off. I want to go back being myself, being you.
I wouldn't blame you for a moment, dear boy. I find it just as delightful as perhaps you remember. Too delightful for me to think of giving up. You see, I am perfectly satisfied as things are, and I wouldn't change them back again for the world.
Now, this is an interesting twist. Death calls for someone and is refused out of hand. Of course, he did relinquish his peculiar power over this one individual when they struck a bargain. Or did he? Come to think of it, there are so many ramifications from that special agreement which we have never probed or looked into. That will be for when I return shortly with Act 3. So here we are with another confrontation. The same principles, but a vastly different set of circumstances. A man comes to death to beg for his questionable gift and is refused by death, who has found that the joys of worldly living are infinitely preferable to the cold, lonely world he used to occupy, while apparently Simon Brokar, who eagerly exchanged his world for death's barren one in order to escape dying, is bitterly regretting his bargain.
You've got to call it off.
Got to? Why?
Because I can't stand this ghoulish job you foisted on me. I want to be back in my own body again, to be myself.
If you should become Simon Brokar again, my first commission as death would be to claim you, as I was sent to do in the first place. You would have to die immediately.
Well, I'll take my chances on that.
What chances?
Well, you look robust enough to me. You're healthy as a pig and eat and drink like one. You throw my money around like water. You've stolen my mistress and enjoy her. You charter planes to fly like an Arabian oil sheik. Gamble as though you were King Farouk. Enjoy wine, song, and my woman to a fault. Certainly seem remarkably healthy to me.
My dear Mr. Muller.
Don't call me that.
It's your present name. Oh, very well. Death, if you prefer.
I don't prefer. I'm Simon Brokar.
Were, my dear man, were. I am now Simon Brokar. And after such a long contact with the dead and dying, I haven't the slightest intention of giving up my contact with the living. First, I have never been so happy and satisfied in my life. Second, while I occupy the body of Simon Brokaw, it functions at peak performance. To let you reoccupy it would be a total waste, since life would be snuffed out in that moment. And last, I don't want to return to being the messenger of death, ever.
I can't blame you for that. There isn't a moment's peace.
It does keep you hopping.
There's no enjoyment in it.
You chose to be where you are. You live with it.
Supposing I just plain up and quit.
You can't do that.
How do you know? Did you ever try it?
Well, no, but... there you see. You hear that?
What am I going to do?
Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. I'm sorry you had to dash away, Mr. Morris. So, there we are. A little cognac all around to celebrate the first family dinner since Bunny and I returned.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Simon.
Mr. Brokaw?
Sweetheart.
A little toast to our future together, whatever it may be. Cheers.
Oh, yes, right here.
Perry, why are you looking at me so quizzically?
Oh, was I? I'm sorry.
Well, don't be. You have every right. I would just like to know what you were thinking.
Perry, dear,
No, Nita, I really want to hear.
Oh, all right, sir. You're a different man.
Of course why shouldn't I be? Shadows. And for the first time in my life, I've learned how to enjoy myself. I've learned to give instead of eternally taking.
Oh, that's my kind, generous, sweet darling. But no.
Yes, well, we can discuss those when we're alone, Bunny. For the moment, let me enjoy my family gathered around me. What was that?
It's Mrs. Marple.
An accident?
Come on, Perry. It sounded as though she could have fallen down the stairs. Oh, what is it, Perry?
I can't tell you. Back, internal injuries, maybe a stroke. We got to get her to the hospital immediately.
Bunny's phoning for an ambulance.
Well, I'd better get on the phone myself. I should have enough clout to take out emergency faster.
Mr. Brokaw, I have to say something.
She wants to try to tell you something, Uncle.
Very well. Mrs. Marples, what are you trying to say?
The man, the thing, he was here.
What man? What thing?
He said the bell tolled for him to come for me. But to tell you, he would come no more.
Is she dead?
No, I think she's just lapsed into a coma. Oh, Perry.
Yeah, what is it?
Is the ambulance coming?
Yeah, it's on the way.
Well, you'd better have a look at her.
She dead?
I don't know. There's no pulse, no heartbeat, but she's still breathing. It's like she was... I don't know how to say it.
Like she had died, but death hadn't come to claim her. Morris. All right, Simon Brokaw. Whatever you want to call yourself, where are you? Come on, man. You can't do it. You can't stop the process. Death is a fact of life. You can't stop people from dying. Is that what you're up to? Is that what you're trying? Yes. Who is it? Wait a minute. Why don't you come in, Bunny, what do you want?
I thought I heard you talking to someone.
I was talking, and this has a very special truth. Well, you see, I was trying to talk to myself.
Simon, are you all right?
I wish I could answer that sensibly. Why?
Well, you were so funny after they took that poor old Mrs. Marples away. I know you must have been very fond of her, but she was an old lady, and even if it was an accident, she had to die sometime.
Only she didn't.
Didn't what?
She didn't die. Won't die. Can't die.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was Macbeth who said he heard a voice say, Macbeth, does murder sleep?
Well, who's Macbeth?
He's a character in a Shakespeare play.
Well, what's he got to do with that?
With me, Bunny, with me. You see, I just may have... I may have murdered Death.
What do you think, Perry?
What can I think? I'm only a month out of internship. Every big-shot doctor in the hospital has done his own workup on Mrs. Marples, and no one can explain it.
Look, this isn't like you could pull any plugs.
I know, Nita. We're not sustaining life in that old lady. I mean, medical science isn't.
But what life is there? No heartbeat, no circulation. The encephalograms are flat. No sign there's any brain activity.
You don't have to lay it out. By every clinical test, Mrs. Marples is dead. Except one. She's still breathing. I tell you, it's weird. And she's only part of it.
What do you mean, Perry?
Look, honey, how many of our terminal cases would we have expected to lose in the last 3 days while Mrs. Marple has been here? I mean, in the ordinary course of events.
I don't know. 5 or 10, maybe.
In a hospital this size, more like 15. And how many have we lost? None. I can think of 6 of them in my wing alone that are just like her. And we're not alone. I mean, I've been checking with other hospitals and the police, and even the papers have been making cracks about it. Do you know there hasn't been one obituary notice in these last few days? No homicides, no people died in traffic accidents, nobody drowned or strangled or slipped in the bathtub or fell off a building or burned up or... I tell you, Nita, it's like... I'm afraid to say it.
Say what, Perry? Come on. Say it.
It's like maybe nobody's going to die anymore.
Oh, Mr. Rensselaer, I'm so glad you're here. Come in.
Hi, Miss Huggins. What is it?
Oh, Miss Simon. I mean, Mr. Brokaw. He's been like a wild man this evening. Oh, what did he say to you on the phone?
Just that he wanted to see me.
Well, you don't think he's going to change his will again?
I'm sure I haven't any idea. Where is he?
Upstairs in his bedroom.
Then if you'll excuse me...
Oh, Mr. Rensselaer.
Yeah?
I told you he was out of his mind. I warn you. He has a gun.
Well, he always has had. I don't think he'll want to use it on me.
There isn't any more to say. I just wanted you to see that I am rational and in possession of all my senses.
Well, we've made tape, as you suggested, which will attest to that better than any words I could use in testimony.
So, the will stands up.
I can see no reason why not.
No matter what happens subsequently?
I promise you that I will see to it personally, that your last wishes are carried out. But I hope not for a long while yet.
That's as it may be. Bunny deserves some consideration, but not all of it. Never all of it. Or most of it. I want Nita and Perry to have that.
Yeah, as you have indicated, they'll have it.
Good. And, now I'd like to be alone.
Are you sure?
I'm as sure as I am that the world deserves to be a good place to live in. Good night, Rensselaer.
Good night, Simon.
Which it never can be, unless death has a place in it again. My name was Death. I relinquished it for trivial reasons. All over the world, a frightening horde of those who should have passed over are waiting for this moment. I took this body that was Simon Brokaw's, and I was weak enough not to relinquish it. I want to give it back. Return, Simon Brokaw, who has broken the faith. Return. For if you think you have stilled the bell that tolls, for you, I will make it ring with the sound of this gun. Where are you? Then wherever you have gone, I consign our immortal souls to oblivion, or whatever judgment shall be rendered there, and your mortal flesh by this act to the resumption of what man may turn his face against. but which he cannot live without.
It was a night long to be remembered. There were a record number of deaths. A strange epidemic that had no discernible cause, but which seemed to restore a balance in nature. Among the obituaries was one for Simon Brokaw. In none of them was there any mention of a Mr. Morris, which is not too surprising, of course, since he himself was the one who pointed out that his alias was merely a convenience, that his real name was Death. I'll be back shortly. Come away, Death. Let me in sad cypress be laid. But if you ponder it a while, is it so sad? So many deaths are merciful. So many prayed for. So many long delayed. And all of them at the last not to be questioned, but accepted. For who can cancel, change, escape that one last appointment? Our cast included Norman Rose, William Griffiths, Marion Seldes, Joan Shea, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
And now, a preview of our next tale.
Is there nothing that can be done about it?
Yes. Yes, there is. Franz and I have been talking about it. You can save him and his crown by going to Strelzow in his place.
You mean impersonate him at the coronation? That's impossible.
It's not impossible at all. You look enough like him to be his twin.
But looks are not enough. Anyone who talked to me would be bound to know.
The only people you would have to talk to are the Princess Flavia, and she has not seen him in weeks, and the Duke Michael.
Well, what about the Duke Michael?
That is exactly what makes it possible. Even if he guessed, and I don't think he would not dare say anything about it, because if he did, he would be exposing himself and his plot.
I see what you mean.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Contact, the 12-hour allergy capsule. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the universe of the uncanny, to the land from which no traveler returns, alive or sane. It can be reached so many ways, down trails of terror, along paths of peril, or, strangely enough, through bustling city streets. There are no markers that tell you when you cross the frontier of fear, but once you do, there is no mistaking the horror that lies ahead.
I suppose I should be frightened by your cheap tricks, whatever you are. But I'm not. I'm going now. And I warn you, you will regret it.
Well, she's gone, Harry. For good. Gladys will never trouble us again.
What happened? What did you do to her?
Can't you guess, Harry? We eliminated her. We typed her into an early grave.
You didn't have to go that far. I could have handled her.
I couldn't take the chance, Harry. You forced my hand. You divulged our little secret, and I'm not quite ready for that yet.
Our mystery drama, The Frontier of Fear, was written especially for the Radio Mystery Theater by Milt Wissoff and stars Jerry Stiller. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser, and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
When you feel like having a cold Budweiser, do you automatically reach for a glass? Well, sure, Bud's a great beer any way you drink it. But without a glass, you're really missing something. Now take that wonderful Budweiser head of foam, for instance. Those bubbles, tiny though they are, still amount to something pretty special at the top of your glass. Taste appeal and eye appeal. Two results of exclusive beechwood aging and natural carbonation. It takes a lot longer to brew Budweiser that way, but brewing beer right does make a difference that you can taste. That's why, when you say Budweiser, you really said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
If you wear or buy eyeglasses, you couldn't live in a better place than Dallas. Optics is right here, one of the nation's largest suppliers of glasses and contact lenses. Opticians and optometrists all over the country send them work. And now, Optics have a special plant sales room open to the public. That means anybody in the Dallas area can now enjoy Texas-size savings on all glasses and contacts. The widest choice of quality frames, a complete choice of lenses, clear, tinted, bifocals, contacts, and the new half-weights, lenses that are half the weight of glass. Complete one-day service for most glasses, too. Full satisfaction guaranteed. Optics Vision Center, the special direct sales outlet right at Optics Plant, 2534 Royal Lane between Stemmons and Harry Hines. Open to the public Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Saturday till 12. Come in and see for yourself.
One expects to find terror in a haunted house or on the barren, wind-swept plains of the Aztec pyramids. But it is even more intense when it is encountered on the streets of a modern metropolis. In our little tale, Harry Dorn meets the unfathomable as he crosses the threshold of a pawn shop. But why not let Harry describe his frightening journey in his own words?
Listen to me, please. Whoever finds this tape, hear me through, or it's curtains. Not for me. I'm a dead duck, no matter what happens. But for you, and for everyone else in the whole world. I know you think this is a gag, but it's not. You gotta believe me. I never prayed before, but I do now. I'm Harry Dorn. Nobody. Small-time con man, losing horse player, dead-end Dorn. That's how I think of myself. My life was a series of ups and downs. Mostly downs. But never as down as the day I walked into Flint's pawn shop. That's a good name for him. His heart is made of it.
Morning. What can I do for you? Oh, it's you, Harry.
Don't get all choked up, Flint. This is no touch.
And what have you got in your mind?
I don't know. Just dropped in. What do you give me for this?
Tell me what it is first.
You really don't know? How about that? These are the silks Arcaro rode when he won the Derby on citation.
So what?
So it's history.
Only the creeps like you. Sorry, no sale.
Take it for only $25. It's worth a lot more.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Pick out anything in that corner, anything, and I'll trade you even. That way nobody loses.
But I need eating money, Frank.
Take it or leave it.
I was going to leave when I heard this voice inside my head, like someone jamming the circuits in my brain.
Take the typewriter, Harry. Take the typewriter. It went on and on in my head, over and over. I was powerless. Take that typewriter, laying there with all that junk. I made the swap and I walked off with the typewriter. When I got home, I couldn't stand looking at it. It was an absolute piece of junk that couldn't possibly work. Dirty, old, and useless. I kept staring at it, trying to turn it into a steak with all the trimmings. And that's when it happened. I found myself putting in a piece of paper, and I began pecking at the keys. Somehow, the typewriter took over. I didn't know how or why, but there I was, typing away. Someone was making my fingers move, making me type out words, sentences. It was weird. I couldn't stop myself. Pretty soon I was banging away like I knew what I was doing. I looked at what I had typed, and I couldn't believe it. A bunch of dopey poems. I was going to throw them away when the voice I heard at the pawn shop took over again. It planted an idea in my mind. Maybe what I had written was worth something. So I trotted the poems down to a song plugger I know, and he said I was in the wrong place. Take it to Gladys Morgan, a literary agent, he says. Maybe she might dig it. And she did.
Mr. Dorn, I'm so delighted you could come. Oh, please have a seat. Now, I've got good news for you. Your book of poems is most enchanting.
I'm glad you liked it. How much...
Now, I know you'll be happy to hear that Merton Brothers will publish your poems.
The money, how much do I get and when?
Oh, you poets are so impetuous and so direct. But I've got a small advance for you. Here.
$100? Is that all?
That's the best I could get. You know, poetry is a modest market. But there will be more when the book is published and reviewed.
$100? I was hoping I'd hit the jackpot.
Keep on writing, Harry. And you may.
The 100 didn't last long. I paid the rent, had my steak, and I played a few hunches. I stayed away from the typewriter, but when I blew my last $5, I sat down and started to type again. Who knows, I thought. Maybe lightning could strike twice. It wasn't long before the mysterious voice took charge. I typed for days without any rest. I blacked out, and when I came to, there was a pile of pages stacked neatly next to the typewriter. It was a short story, a murder mystery. I read a little bit of it, but it turned my stomach. Too bloody. But I sent it off to Gladys anyhow. I didn't have anything to lose. Guess what? Another sale. And the bread came in like manna from heaven. I was sitting on top of the world until I got a visit. Who's there?
Police.
What do you want?
You Harry Dorn?
That's right.
Did you write this story?
Death on a side street. Sure I did. Anyone says I didn't is a cockeyed liar.
How did you tumble on it?
I dreamt it up. All of it. Right out of my head.
Did you read this morning's paper?
Not yet. Why?
Take a peek at the headline.
Gang chief slain. So what? It happens all the time.
Read the story. See if it sounds familiar. You had the guy killed in your story by a mortar shell, right?
It's a little weird, but you gotta have a gimmick today to sell your stuff.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Well, read the item in the paper. There. See how Esposito was wiped out.
A mortar shell?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that something? I didn't think those bums could read.
So, you're claiming they copied it from your novel, huh?
Well, what else could it be?
And we'll find out, Mr. Dorn. We'll find out at headquarters. One way or another.
They dragged me down and worked me over for a couple hours, but they couldn't hold me. The lawyer Gladys hired had me sprung. I was pretty well shaken by the time I got home. I sacked out for about 24 hours, and then I went back to my usual routine. It didn't take long before I was in my usual condition, tapped out. My investments betrayed me, 6 straight losses on the NFL cards, and 2 days of dogs at Belmont. I had to get back to that infernal machine. The typewriter. This time I tried to do my own thing. I tried writing about an actual incident out of my own life. But it came out garbage. Even I could recognize it was trash. I crumpled sheet after sheet of paper. That's when I heard the voice for the first time. Right out of the guts of the typewriter. Really heard it. Right outside my own head.
Get up, Dorn. Look at you. You're a miserable sight.
Can't be. I'm just hearing things. A typewriter that talks. I must be going off my rocker.
No, you're not. I exist, and what I say is real.
Who are you? What are you?
To start with, I am not a typewriter. I control it like I control you. You're both equally primitive mechanisms.
Look, pal, I don't have to take that from you.
No. Who were you kidding? I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. You were a petty chiseler when I found you.
You found me?
Of course, you fool. You didn't have any choice in the matter.
Please, what do I call you?
It doesn't matter. In my world, I'm known as... What is your equivalent? Gan.
All right, Mr. Gan. Clue me in, will you? Just a little.
Well, I can do things. I can read what you call the future. Or I can make things happen.
Either way, I don't like it.
Put your fingers on the key.
This time the story was kind of science fiction. Crazy, weird. Then the ending really got to me. A tidal wave that sweeps across the ocean and wipes out an island in the Pacific, killing every living thing. I wanted to throw the damn thing into the garbage can, but I was flat. So I paddled it, and sure enough, it came to pass.
This is your 6 o'clock news. A spectacular tidal wave inundated the tiny island of Kunjera in the Pacific Ocean, killing more than 100,000 people.
All those lives washed away because I had a gambling habit. I felt guilty as hell, and I made up my mind to get rid of the typewriter. And Mr. Gann.
What do you think you're doing, Harry?
I'm getting rid of you, once and for all. I can't go on helping you slaughter people. I got a conscience, man.
What's that?
You really don't know, do you?
Why should I? I'm not human, you know. What is this conscience?
It's hard to explain. Let me see. You know, there's a good and a bad. Like, you don't squeal, or welch on a bet, or put down a friend. Well, the worst thing you can do is to kill somebody. That's when you feel rotten. That's your conscience working.
But you people take life all the time. You eat other organisms.
That's different. I'm talking about human life.
And you keep slaughtering each other day after day.
We get punished for that.
Not all the time.
I could see I was getting nowhere with Mr. Gunn. I was in the grip of a force way beyond me. I started to type again. Don't ask me why. I couldn't help myself. Suddenly, I heard this rapping at the door. I kept quiet, hoping whoever it was would go away. But they didn't. I could hear the plastic card slipped in between the door and the lock. And then the door swung open.
Hello, Harry. You didn't answer, so I tried the door, and it was open.
You mean you jimmied it open, Pete? That wasn't nice.
It's not nice to keep your friends waiting, especially friends who have been so patient with you.
If it's the money I owe.
That's exactly what it is, money. When you gonna get the scratch up?
I'm expecting it any minute. I'll drop it by in the morning.
No way. The boss wants the bread now.
Just Well, look, just hang on for a minute, will you? I want to finish something I was typing.
You got much time. Hey, what's that you're writing? Your farewell address? Huh?
No, it says the door opens and a messenger delivers a package containing $500.
Yeah, and I'm Cinderella.
How do you like that, pal? Hey, will you stop it, will you? Just a few more minutes.
Rabbit messenger. Here.
Thanks.
I'll take that. Here's something for you, kid. Well, I'll be 500, all right. I'll take what you owe, Harry. So long, pal, and thanks for saving both of us a lot of trouble. That was close, Harry.
Too darn close. Why did you wait so long?
To teach you a lesson. One you must never forget.
Okay. You made your point.
Good. We've got our most important work ahead. Until now, I've just been feeling my way to make sure I had everything down pat. Now I've got complete control over you.
The strange voice that comes to Harry through the ether, or is it inside his head, has displayed its awesome powers. Powers that can reach across time and space, can make or unmake events. But for what purpose? We'll learn more when we return shortly with Act 2.
Excuse me, madam.
Oh, I'm in an awful hurry.
I just wonder if you could answer a simple question for me.
So do I.
The question is this. What happens this time of year?
Oh, that's easy. The kids get home from camp. Goodbye.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
No.
I mean, I should know when my kids get home from camp.
Well, the answer I had in mind was a tad more general in scope.
Well, I gave my answer. Let's hear yours.
You know, I'm glad you asked.
Are you?
You see, what happens this time of year is that Buick dealers are giving particularly great deals on all their 74 Buicks. For a family woman such as yourself, I think a neat little Apollo would be just the ticket. It's small, economical, but surprisingly roomy. And it's a Buick, so it's really quite elegant.
You don't say.
Now, isn't that good news?
Yes.
I mean, that you can get such a nifty deal on such a nifty small car.
To be sure it is, yes.
To be sure. By the way, where do your kids go to camp?
Guam. It's a small island in the South Pacific.
Guam.
Whenever the summer weather has got you in a stew, you're feeling hot and sticky and don't know what to do.
Gets that double deodorant feeling that's so refreshing. It's used for sure every time you shower with a lot of Irish Spring.
Cool off with an Irish Spring shower. Summer refreshment, summer protection for the whole family. Enjoy summer more with Irish Spring.
Irish Spring.
In the world will be our guest Wednesday night on KRLD's Sports Central Dallas show. Our guest will be Sandra Haney. On the LPGA Tour in 1974, she has won 4 tournaments. The Dallas golfer will be in our studios from 6 to 7 p.m. Our first sports question, what was the winning score in the Civitan Open last year, and who won the Civitan? Sports Central Dallas. Our guest Wednesday, Sandra Haney, right here on KRLD.
In this age of computers, we're accustomed to machines that can work wonders. Have you ever thought of the day when we'll come up with a machine that can go far beyond the capabilities of the computer? One that can instead reverse the process and program a man for, well, let's find out what Mr. Gahn intends for Harry Dorn.
The next few weeks were kind of peaceful. Like Mr. Gahn was going through a phase. He seemed to be preparing for some big event. He had me lug in all kinds of books from the library, and I kept typing this stuff word for word. He had me copying the Department of Defense budget, line for line. I darn near wore out my fingers. After I'd been at it about 10 straight hours, I felt I'd had it, right up the ear. I stopped typing and I started rubbing my fingers to restore the circulation.
I haven't told you to stop.
Look, pal, my fingers are numb, my nerves are frazzled, and I'm just plain pooped. I need rest.
Whatever for?
I guess you don't understand that, do you?
Oh, well, if you must. But don't shut your eyes too long.
Hold it.
Why?
Somebody knocks at your door at 1 a.m. You wait for them to go away. I'll bet it's them goons.
Why should they pay you a visit? You've cleared your obligation to them, thanks to me.
It's Gladys, Harry. Please open the door. I know it's late, but I must talk to you.
Okay, just a minute.
Oh, thank you. Now, why haven't I heard from you, Harry?
I didn't have anything to say.
I just wanted to know why you... Why
I what?
Why you've decided to leave me for another agent.
But that's crazy. I never...
Oh, don't play with me, Harry. I got your note.
What are you talking about? What note?
Oh, here, read for yourself.
But I never wrote it. Oh, I get it. It's your doing, Mr. Gunn. You had me write it, and I sent it without reading it.
Who are you talking to? Oh, poor Harry. You've been working too hard.
It's not me. It's that typewriter. Gladys, I'm going to show you something that'll knock your hat off. You think I wrote them poems and all that other junk?
I believe anything you say.
Sure. Well, the truth is that the typewriter, or rather, Mr. Gann, does all the brain work. Watch. Come closer, Gladys. Just watch what comes out.
In the early hours of the morning, the city was asleep. Darkness blotted out the pressures and the torment of the day.
Pretty classy. I never had any education, Gladys. I just sit there and punch the keys under his direction.
It is true, Miss Morgan. This lame brain would be hard put to write simple declarative sentences by himself, let alone this magnificent output.
Who are you? What kind of trick is this?
No trick, my dear. What Harry told you is absolutely correct. Oh, it's too bad, however. Too bad he insisted on telling you.
What are you talking about?
Type, Harry. Type until I tell you to stop.
I typed for a few minutes, and then...
That's enough, Harry. Now read this, Miss Morgan.
I will not. You may have him under your control, but not me. Goodbye, Harry.
Gladys Morgan turned to go. She was distraught, but she would have been terrified if she only knew.
Don't go, Gladys! Don't leave now!
If she only knew what fate awaited her on the other side of the door. Well, she's gone, Harry. Gone for good. Gladys will never trouble us again.
What did you do to her?
Can't you guess, Harry? We typed her into an early grave.
Why did you have to do that?
You forced my hand, Harry. You divulged our little secret. And I'm not quite ready for that yet.
I fell asleep that morning just as the lights started to come up. I was exhausted. When I awoke, I poked my head out of the door carefully, not knowing what I'd see. But the scene was the same as usual. The morning paper was waiting. No one had swiped it, even though it was late.
It's not in there.
What's not in there? How do you know what I'm looking for?
If you want to know what happened to Gladys, just ask.
Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe last night never happened. Is that you, Gladys?
It's the police, Dawn. Open up.
Were you expecting Gladys Morgan? Why not? She's my agent. When did you see her last? I don't know. Why? Is it important? Very important. We found her. Dead. Dead? How did it happen? I thought you might know. Me? How would I know? I haven't seen her for days. Okay, Dawn, get your clothes on. All right. I did see her last night, but only for a few minutes. She was okay when she walked out of that door. I think you better come along with me anyhow. Okay. I heard her scream after she left, but when I went out to see her, she was gone.
Type, Harry, type.
What was that? Who you got here? Nobody. I was just thinking out loud. Can I use the typewriter for a moment? I just got to put one thought down before I forget it. Okay, but hurry it up. The moment was tense, fraught with danger. Then suddenly the phone rang, cutting through the tension like a stiletto. It was news about the corpse. News that established beyond a doubt his innocence. Hello? Who? Yeah, he's here. It's for you, Lieutenant. Okay. Hello. Mm-hmm. You sure? A full confession? I gave the statement voluntarily, huh? Okay, I'll be down in about 15 minutes. I want to talk to him myself. Bad news, Lieutenant? Not for you. We got a lead on the suspect. Mrs. Morgan's ex-husband. He had motive and opportunity. A cab driver drove him near where we found her body. Then I'm in the clear. So far. But don't try to leave the city until I give you the word. Understand? I wouldn't think of it, Lieutenant.
Now say thank you, Harry.
Thanks for nothing. You got me into that mess. You owed it to me.
I owe you nothing, Harry. Remember that at all times.
At least the law's off my back.
You seem relieved.
Sure, I'm relieved. I'm not in a pokey.
You feel relieved, even though you know someone else will suffer for a crime he didn't commit.
But I didn't do it either.
Of course you didn't. But your information could clear him. What about your precious conscience?
I don't want to get mixed up in murder.
You mean if he takes the rap, as you would put it, then you're free and clear? Isn't that true?
How did I ever get into this fix? Why did I ever walk into that stupid pawn shop?
It wasn't a free choice, Harry. I picked you.
For what? I asked you that before. What are you going to do with all that information that I've been typing?
I've already told you, Harry. You'll be the first to know when the time comes.
It hit me while I was typing this encyclopedia for Mr. Gann. Sure, he had me. But in a way, I had him too. Somehow, he still needed my muscle power to move the keys. I couldn't figure out why he couldn't do it for himself, since he could do so many other things. But the fact remained, Mr. Gann had no way of moving the keys without me.
Quite commendable, Harry. You do have some low cunning.
How did you know what I was thinking?
I'm in your mind all the time. What is this great inspiration you've had?
You ought to know. Oh, my head. It aches.
I'm waiting, Harry.
I want you to help me get back at some of the rats who put me down.
Is that all? Look, Harry, I am not a genie caught in a bottle, waiting to do your bidding.
Okay, then I go on strike. No help, no typing.
Nonsense. But tell me what you want. Only let's not waste too much time. We have much to do.
Okay, I want the bookie hit big. I want him wiped out.
That's it?
To start with. The other two little favors depend on how this works out.
All right. Start typing.
I put a fresh sheet of paper in the machine and hit the keys. I didn't even bother reading it. All I could see was Pete and his boss going down the chute.
You can stop now, Harry.
When will it happen?
Go down and buy a late paper.
You mean now? That quick? Okay.
Turn to page 37, Harry. Column 2.
Rookie found slain. Dead. Who asked you to?
You did.
I just wanted them cleaned out, not killed.
I just set it in motion. Natural law took over after that. Let's not waste any more time. What are your other 2 favors?
I don't know if I still want them. Not if they end this way.
They don't have to. Tell me what you want, or back to the typewriter.
Don't rush me. Let me think. Okay, here they are. I want my old man to retire. He's worked hard all his life, and I'd like to see him stop. His pension doesn't start for 3 years more. Make it do now.
And the other favor?
My sister, she's had it pretty tough. She and her husband are just making it. It's hard on the kids. I want her to come in to some bread, enough to make life easier for them.
Done and done. Just hit the typewriter, Harry.
All the time I was typing, I felt myself pulling back, trying to make my fingers stop. Somehow, some way, I knew what I was doing was wrong. Hello? Yeah, it's me. What's that? No, I can't believe it. A heart attack? How did it happen? Well, how's he doing now? I see. He'll pull through, but he'll never be able to work again? Yeah, I'll meet you at the hospital in about 15 minutes. Goodbye. You murderer! You can't do anything good if you try! Why did you have to do that to my father?
I just set the wheels in motion, Harry. I don't steer the vehicle.
Call off the other favor. I don't want your help anymore for anything.
It's too late, Harry. Read what you've typed.
On the way home from work, George Masters was mugged in a subway passageway. He died of wounds received in the struggle. You swine, you!
His wife was the sole beneficiary of a $100,000 life insurance policy. There you are, Harry. All taken care of. Now back to the typewriter, or I'll be forced to take care of you.
Men have been slaves of many base emotions. Greed, lust, power. But few have ever been in such complete thraldom to a machine. Harry Dorn's weakness and cowardice, his instinct to survive above all other considerations, has in a sense permitted this malignant force to draw him deeper and deeper into servitude. Where will it all end? We'll know when we return shortly with Act 3.
Cigarette?
No need for that. I'm ready.
Blindfold?
Dash it, man. Let's get it over with.
As you wish.
Henry, wake up. You're dreaming again. Your tax audit?
Yeah, today's the day.
But you got all your records together.
Yes, I do. Aren't you coming?
You don't need me. You're ready.
Can I help you, sir? We are here for an audit.
Uh-huh.
Won't you have a seat?
Thank you.
Well, now, let's see. If you have good records of your income and receipts for your deductions, an audit of your federal income tax return can be easier than you think.
How did it go, Henry?
No problem. Nothing I couldn't handle.
This message presented on behalf of the Internal Revenue Service.
I'm Jill St. John. I'm an actress, and I pamper my body. That's why I kept switching underarm sprays, until I found the one that gives me everything I want. New Body All Powdery Spray without talc. It gives me the comfort of powder, yet it's almost invisible on my skin. And the deodorant, like it says on the label, is micro-encapsulated, so it keeps releasing fresh deodorant at the first hint of moisture. New body all powdery spray without talc. I'll never switch again.
The grand opening of the new Sheraton Safari is this weekend, and they've got a beautiful offer for your family. The Lost Safari Weekend. You'll get a room at the Sheraton Safari, breakfast and dinners, and tickets to Six Flags, Seven Seas, Sports World, and Lion Country Safari. All of this, an entire 3-day weekend for your family for only $100 flat. For reservations, call 263-4421, 263-4421, or visit the new Sheraton Safari off the Turnpike on Beltline just south of Lion Country Safari.
Man is such an imperfect vessel. He can sell or destroy anything he holds dear. His dreams, his love, his country, even his soul. But all of us have at least a grain of nobility in us. One small flame that can, when called upon, illuminate the corner of the world we live in. Even so base and useless a man as Harry Dorn cannot extinguish this frail light.
I was getting in deeper and deeper. I was losing almost all control over myself, my actions. The worst of it was that I didn't know what Mr. Gahn was up to, but I knew somehow it would end in disaster.
I think I've indulged you long enough. Sit down and start typing.
Why should I?
Because I ordered you to do so.
Who cares about your... Oh, my head!
Sit down, Harry.
I can't. My head aches. How about that? It's gone. I feel great. Say, did you do that?
Of course. Now will you sit down? I can reward or punish you. That's the free choice you have. Type or suffer.
What would you do? Take the carrot instead of the stick? Well, that's what I did too. So, I started to type. And this time, it was for keeps. No poems or novels, but some kind of crazy technical thing. Pages and pages and pages. I worked day and night, hardly stopping for food or rest. I kept at it until I blacked out. And when I awoke, I was sitting at the table, my head on the typewriter.
It's about time you woke up. You certainly are a strange mechanism. You suffer things like fatigue, hunger.
Every machine needs rest, lubrication. I need something to eat and a beer.
All right. But get back as soon as you can.
Sure. But what do I use for dough? Money. I need it to buy things. Type me a few winners.
Type you what?
A few winners. Give me the results of today's races now. Now bet them. That will give me the money I need.
Okay. Sit down.
I typed the results of the 5th and 6th races at Aqueduct. Blood money 5-1, and fate 8-1.
You win again, Harry. Fate 17-2. Not bad. Who tipped you?
I can't divulge my source, but just remember, this is only the beginning.
Sure, Harry, sure. I dig, kid.
I'll be back tomorrow for more action.
Anytime, kid. You're hot. And you know what they say? When you're hot, you're hot. Go for broke.
Not this time. I got it all psyched out. A new system they can't miss.
Yeah? And I'm going to be Miss America this year.
Wait and see, wise guy. Wait and see.
It's about time you got back.
What am I supposed to do? Punch a time clock? Count your blessings. I came back at all.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that for a moment. Now, shall we do a little work?
Why not? You give a little, I give a little.
Start typing, Harry.
I typed through the night. By the time the sun started to come through, I had piled up a ton of paper. It's a lucky thing the pages were numbered.
Otherwise, I'd never know how to put it all together.
We're not through yet, Harry.
We are for now. I need a little shut-eye, and then I'll be set again.
Oh, very well. But don't take too long.
Don't worry. I'll set the alarm to make sure.
I'm happy you decided to cooperate.
What is this stuff I'm typing? Sounds screwy. Disintegrator and assembly unit. Interspatial disturber unit. Sounds like some kind of invention.
You could describe it that way.
Who cares? Oh, before I forget, type me out the winners for tomorrow. I mean today. I'm going to show them what Harry Dorn is made out of.
I shouldn't think you'd want to do that.
Mr. Gunn, you here?
Yes, Harry, still here.
Guess what? The card, we swept it. Daily double, 4 exactas and a triple. I had to move around to several bookies before the day was over. They couldn't handle it all.
Did you get it?
Not all of it. They're going to deliver the rest in a few days. I'm riding high. Next day, I was even feeling kindly to Mr. Gunn. I got to the table early and typed away all day. I figured I could skip the races for a few days until Pete paid me off. I was ready to fall apart when Mr. Gunn threw in the sponge.
That's it, Harry.
Don't tell me you're tired.
Certainly not. I don't even know what the concept means. It's just that this phase of the operation is over.
Great. Now I can ball it up. Is there anything else I can do for you before I hit the town?
As a matter of fact, there is. Just type up a few labels.
Sure. It's the least I can do.
Then assemble the copies of the manuscript and mail them out.
Consider it done. Now, let me have the label copy. USSR, People's Republic of China, France, UAR. What the hell is this all about? Agents in all those countries?
Yes, Harry. Agents of destruction.
What are you talking about?
I told you you'd be the first one to know.
Know what?
Do you remember all the reference material you typed?
How can I forget?
That was for evaluation purposes.
I don't get it.
We were evaluating whether your species should continue or whether you represented a menace to the galaxy.
And how do we make out?
Badly. The decision was to eliminate you.
You can't do that.
We're not going to do that. You are going to do that yourselves. You see, the manuscript you typed is a scientific textbook for weapons beyond your small scientific store of knowledge. Each one has the capacity to destroy every living thing on this planet. By distributing it to nations on every continent, we will hasten your demise.
But suppose they decide that the weapons are too heavy to use. You might be leading us to permanent peace.
That's possible, but hardly likely. Either way, we win. If you can make peace among yourselves, then we will win anyhow.
It's all a pipe dream. I just won't mail them.
I am prepared for that reaction, too. I'll just have to write you off, Harry. I've got more than one string to my bow, thanks to you. Wait and see what happens.
Who's there?
It's me, Harry. I got the money you want.
Come in, Pete. It's about time. I've been waiting for the dough. Give it to me.
Here it is, kid. 3 big ones. So long, Harry. I hated to do that, but it was you or me, and I like me better.
You haven't won yet, Mr. Gunn?
Who are you talking to?
Get out now, Pete. While you can.
Please pay attention.
Oh, what's going on? Who is that? I'm getting out of here.
There is $1,000 underneath the envelopes on the end table. Mail the envelopes and the money is yours.
What?
There will be another $1,000 waiting for you when you return with the postal receipts.
A grand? Just for lugging these to the post office? Sounds screwy, but hey, the dough is real enough. Did this ain't no gag? What am I doing? Talking to the air? Well, if there's anybody here, just get the other 1,000 ready. Yeah, I'll be back. What have I got to lose?
Harry Dorn gave his life in what was perhaps the first unselfish action of his miserable existence, and it seems for naught. But then again, perhaps not. Just as Mr. Gann underestimated Harry's greed, he may also have miscalculated the corruption of the world's leaders. They may set Mr. Gann's sinister plans back indefinitely. At least we hope so. I'll be back shortly.
Do you think a computer programmer needs the use of his legs? New York University doesn't. They hired a man who's almost totally paralyzed. Yet they'll be the first to admit Tom Clancy's one of the best computer programmers they ever had. Of course, Tom Clancy's just one person, but there are millions of men and women in this country very much like him. People who have accepted their disabilities and come through rehabilitation with skills, determination, and a sense of responsibility. Yes, Tom Clancy's got a very good job. But what about all the others? The Director of Vocational Rehabilitation in your state has a file of highly qualified people in every field, ready, willing, and able to work. If you're not in a position to hire them, talk to someone who is. And next time there's an opening in your company, ask him to write the Director of Vocational Rehabilitation. His office is in your state capital.
A public service message brought to you on behalf of the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare and the Advertising Council.
And so we close our tale of terror. The path that took Harry Dorn across the frontier of fear was a costly one for him. He paid for his moment of greed with his life. But in the final analysis, Harry was only a straw in the wind. His entrances and exits are over. But what of us, the human race? Our cast included Jerry Stiller, Paul Tripp, Rainer Rayburn, and Bob Caliban. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
Now, a preview of our next tale.
It's a matter of life and death.
Life and death? Whose?
Yours, I'm afraid.
Come in, Miss Patterson.
Yes, my credentials.
New York City Police.
Mrs. Stoddard, what I'm about to tell you is going to shock you. But please keep in mind that, at the moment at least, you're in no danger.
Danger? At the moment? What are you talking about?
Let me explain. About an hour ago, the body of a young woman, a bride, was found in her home in Shaker Heights.
I just heard the bulletin on the radio.
Did you?
What has that murder got to do with me?
She was murdered by your husband.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
one is. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. What a fragile species mankind really is. We're not nearly so swift or agile as many of our lesser cousins, and consider our vulnerability to shifts in the temperature. On a spectrum that ranges from 12,000 degrees, the temperature of the sun, to the bitter, chilling void of outer space, we can survive unaided only in a microscopic span of less than 70 degrees.
There goes the sun. Surely now, we will freeze to death.
We can't get back to our radio. Our escape has been cut off.
The only person who knows we are here on this glacier would rather see us dead than alive.
Our mystery drama, The Ice Palace, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Percy Granger and stars Tony Roberts. It is sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One. The Arctic regions are a permanent reminder of one of the most dramatic periods in the Earth's history, the Ice Age. Some scientists claim the Earth is cooling down, and another Ice Age is on the way. Others say the Earth is still warming up, and if the trend continues, the vast ice caps will begin to melt. Either way, the polar regions are under constant and careful scrutiny. For locked deep within their massive glaciers could be the key to the future of the world. We're aboard a Canadian naval ice cutter north of the Arctic Circle.
What's the time, Lynn? 0900, Captain. We're right on schedule. But as soon as we round that point up ahead, there's only 10 more miles of ice left between us and open water. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, what a boring job. Cutting channels through ice has got to be the worst. You'll be glad to get back to base. You bet. 3 weeks of nothing but ice, snow, and temperatures of 40 below. But I belong up in the air. Well, you know that, Joe. I just don't know why the colonel sent me on this routine mission. My eyes are better now. I should be flying. Well, 10 more miles of ice, and then we can head for home. Signal the pilot to start bringing her about. We're almost to the point. Aye, aye, Captain. Joe? Hey, Cap, come up here. What is it? My eyes are supposed to be healed now, right? Didn't I have them tested just before we left base? Yeah. So what's the problem? You tell me. Look, the channel. It's already clear. There is no sign of ice anywhere. We are in open water. At this time of year, the channel is always under a layer of ice. And if we're on course, the Amundsen iceberg should be off our starboard bow. But there's nothing there but open water. Lynn, tell the pilot to turn her about. We better report this back to the base at once. And that's it, Colonel. We rounded Victoria Point, and there was nothing but open water as far as the eye could see.
Joe, you know the ice flows up there never break up, not even during the summer months. You sure you didn't see anything, not even chunks of free-floating ice?
No, not a thing, Colonel.
Well, it doesn't make sense. We had a spotter plane over that area not 2 days ago, and they reported everything was normal.
They saw the Amundsen iceberg, too?
Yes. So something caused those waters to heat up to the point where it broke up a massive ice field. What kind of a force could melt that much ice?
We don't know for sure that it did.
What do you mean?
Well, the ice in the channel, perhaps. But the Amundsen iceberg was 20 miles long, Colonel. Nothing could cause something that big to completely disappear.
You think it may only have broken up or shifted?
Well, I think we have to consider that a possibility. And the current in the Victoria Channel flows southwest, right into the main shipping lanes to the north slopes of Alaska.
Yeah, that's true, Joe. There are supertankers and supply ships moving through that area constantly.
At this very minute, there could be ice floating directly towards them.
We've got to get a scout plane up at once. I'll call their wing and have them...
Colonel, please, with your permission, I'd like to go up.
Well, you, Henry? You haven't flown in over a year.
My sight's back to normal now. The doc gave me a clean slate.
But I don't know.
It's not that I don't get along with Captain Gates here. I do. But I'm a pilot, Colonel. I don't belong on a ship.
Okay, Win.
Thank you, sir.
I hope I made the right decision, Joe.
Well, I think you did, sir. Before that car accident, there wasn't a better pilot in the wing.
That's right, before the accident.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He just needs to get his confidence back.
Well, I hope you're right. Yes, who is it?
Colonel Champ, I wish to speak to you.
Oh, Kovac. Is it important?
It is.
All right, come in.
Thank you.
Joe, this is Kovac. He's the headman on the Eskimo village down the peninsula.
I'm afraid I have a serious problem which belongs at your feet, Captain. If you will please look out your window.
Oh, Well, congratulations. Looks like you and your people have made a record seal kill this year.
No, we have not brought these seals to your gates for your admiration, Colonel. We did not kill them.
Well, then who did?
That is what I must find out from you. This morning, they were found washed up on the beach.
Well, why can't you just store them like you always do?
No, that would not be safe.
Why not?
Because we cannot be certain how they died.
Excuse me, Colonel. Kovac, did you say these seals had been washed ashore?
Yes.
But how can you be sure they died at sea? How do you know they weren't already on the beach?
Because we have seen other seals still in the water, floating with their bellies up.
Colonel, with your permission, I'd like to go out with Kulebek and examine those animals. Joe, we've got a far more serious situation than our hands. It's possible, sir, that there may be a connection between the disappearance of that glacier and the fate of those seals. I think we'd better find out how they died.
My people are very angry, Captain. They did not want this military base here.
There's still no proof that we are responsible. There aren't any visible wounds on the animals.
Look more closely at the skin. Look.
Yeah, it's discolored and shriveled. Almost like it's been charred.
Is not this what happens to skin which has been exposed to nuclear radiation?
Well, yes, actually it is. But there's no nuclear testing going on in the Arctic by either the west or the east.
How can you say this for certain?
Well, any nuclear explosions would have registered on our monitoring equipment.
But is not the whole point for each side to try to think up weapons which will escape detection?
Look, we'll run tests on one of the seals. If our government is in any way responsible, believe me, we'll make it up to you. Nuclear radiation? That's impossible. Perhaps, but those animals exhibited all the signs of having died from a massive radioactive shock. Captain, do you understand the implications of what you're saying? If some nation is using the Arctic as a testing ground and has developed a weapon that can eliminate a 20-mile-long iceberg without registering so much as a tick on our size monitor... Well, we still don't know the Amundsen iceberg has vanished entirely. Wynn hasn't radioed in yet. Oh, wait a minute. Colonel Camp speaking. Yes? You sure of that? Well, thanks very much. Now, that was the lab. They've completed the autopsy in one of those seals. There was no sign of radiation sickness. None at all. Well, what did they die of? Simple heat prostration. Heat prostration? At the North Pole? Not only that, Joe. While you were out with Kulebek, I was getting reports from Halifax, Reykjavik, to cities from Iceland to Alaska. And they're all reporting the same thing. A rise in the level of the ocean. What? How much? Oh, it's still very slight, but it's enough to be measured. You know, Joe, the conclusion seems inescapable. Somehow, some way, something is causing the polar ice cap to warm up. But this rapidly. That goes against all scientific prediction. Mm-hmm.
How can it be selective? I mean, why the Amundsen iceberg, but not our outpost here?
Colonel Chan speaking. Oh, yes, good. I'll switch him on in here. Wynn is on the horn. Maybe now we'll find out something. Hello, Wynn? This is Colonel Champ. Do you read me? I read you loud and clear, Colonel. What can you see from up there?
Nothing at all. There's no trace of the Amundsen Glacier anywhere.
What? Are you positive?
Yes, sir. I've crisscrossed this whole area, Colonel.
What altitude are you flying at?
Well, I've been down as close as 50 feet. I can't find so much as an ice cube.
Oh, that's not possible.
Colonel Champ.
Yes, Wynn, what is it?
I've spotted ice. But you're not going to believe this.
Believe what?
The ice.
What? Believe what? Hello, Wynn. Wynn? The radio's gone dead. I've lost contact. Hello, Wynn. Oh. Yes? Yes, I know the radio's dead. Put me through to the radar room. Tell you, if anything's happened to Wynn, Hello, radar? That's the plane we sent up. What's its location? Are you sure it isn't a malfunction? Yeah. Okay, if anything happens, let me know.
They lost him on the radar screen as well?
At the same time, the radio went dead. He's vanished. Just vanished. Are all the scout planes back, Joe?
Yes, sir. Nothing. No trace of Wynn or his plane.
I never should have let him go up. He wasn't ready to go.
I don't think he crashed, sir.
Why not?
You remember what he said just before losing contact? I double-checked on the black box. His exact words were, "I've spotted ice. I've spotted ice."
Well, and?
According to the radar room, these were his coordinates at that precise moment.
I see. So, obviously, what he was seeing was this, the Lancaster ice field.
You're right. Except for one thing, Colonel. It isn't there anymore.
What?
The scout planes reported no sign of the Lancaster ice field. It's gone. 25 square miles of solid ice. Whatever got that ice field got Wynn.
Joe, I'm calling Ottawa. I think Kurabak is right. There is some kind of nuclear activity going on up here, and it isn't on our side. Joe, some strange force is causing the polar ice cap to melt. And if we can't stop it, the results will be catastrophic. Ice, we might say, is an extreme form of water. And extremes, Aristotle tells us, are to be avoided on principle. What would happen should all the ice on Earth vanish? Well, we know that's not possible. Nothing just vanishes. And in the case of ice, it would change into water. A great deal of water. I shall return shortly with Act 2. All around us, there are reminders of the awesome force of the glaciers. They gouged out valleys and threw up mountains. But when we consider the fact that the amount of water contained in the ice sheets at either end of the Earth is enough to flood most of the world's land mass, perhaps the most awesome thing ice can do is melt. Joe, my orders from Ottawa are very clear. We're the only military post in this area. It's up to us to find out what's going on.
I want to know what happened to Wynn.
I know, he was your friend, Joe, but
The radar room said they lost contact instantaneously, as if he was obliterated. If there's only one thing that can do that, some kind of missile.
the radar room picked up no other signals. How could a missile destroy a plane and escape all detection? Little Champ speaking. Yes? Oh, I see. No, please keep me informed. Thank you. Well, that was Repulse Bay. They just reported another rise on the level of the ocean. If this keeps up, the entire Earth will be flooded. Pieces just don't fit. If some natural phenomenon is causing the Earth to heat up, how does that explain wind's disappearance? Or if it's some kind of nuclear activity, why isn't it registering on our monitors?
That leaves only two possibilities. Either someone has developed an incredibly sophisticated weapon which our equipment can't detect, or we are face to face with some force we know nothing about.
You mean supernatural?
That or some force from beyond our planet.
Huh? Come in.
Forgive my coming to you twice with the same problem. But my people wish to know what you will do to replace the seals that have been killed.
Don't you have any food stored away you can draw on?
Ordinarily, yes. We are very provident in these matters. But our caches have been vandalized.
Well, you're not going to blame us for that, too, are you?
No, I know who the guilty party is. And at the right moment, I will expose him.
Is it someone from our base?
No. His name is Samek. You do not need to interfere. We will take care of this in our own way.
All right, Quarterback. I'll speak to the quartermaster about issuing rations to the village.
Thank you.
Just a minute. Quarterback, why is one man robbing the meat deposits of the entire village?
Because he is lazy and good for nothing.
Well, what happened to it? And he can't eat it all himself.
He sells it.
To whom?
I have been watching him. I have seen him load up the meat and go off up the northern channel. In my younger days, I could have followed him in my kayak. But now, a motor is too much for me. And when he returns, his boat is lighter than before.
Joe, we have an urgent situation facing us.
Colonel, there are no settlements up the northern channel. It's frozen wilderness all the way to the pole. I'd be very interested to know just who Samek's customers are.
What do you want with me? I only take my boat out to hunt like the rest.
Samek, Kulebeck here says you go up the northern channel. The hunting's better in the bay.
I am bound by no law to do as the others do.
Samek, I advise you to cooperate with Captain Gates.
You have no power over me, old man. I know nothing.
Who do you take the meat to?
I do not know.
Samek.
I have never seen the man, that I can swear to you. I do not know even if it is one man or many.
Tell us what you do know.
Several months ago, I was in Toul. Someone approached me. He said he knew I was from this village. He had a bargain to make. The man he worked for would pay me very well. All I had to do was hunt for him and once each week take what I had killed to a certain spot at the far end of the northern channel.
But you found it easier to rob our stores.
Go on, Samek.
That is all I know. I leave the food, take the money which is there for me, and go. I see no one.
No signs of life at all? No buildings?
It is a wilderness. I do not even know how a person can survive there.
And this never struck you as odd?
I am well paid. I have no question.
Is that where you're going now?
Yes.
I'm coming along.
You cannot. The man was very clear. No one else must come with me.
No, don't worry. Whoever's out there isn't going to see me until I want him to. How could anything survive in such a bleak wilderness as this? It's nothing but snow and ice.
The place where I'm about to leave the food is just around the next bend.
All right. Pull up alongside this glacier here. Now, we'll get out here and set up camp at the top of the glacier overlooking the drop point.
You would be safe, do you think?
We'll establish radio contact with the base, and then it's just a matter of watching and waiting.
This is a good vantage point.
The land is flat for miles in all directions down there.
Whoever comes for those supplies can't help but be seen.
I do not like the look of the sky, though. If a blizzard should come, our view will be blinded. Oh, Samek is leaving now. Look, he's waving to us.
I have an uneasy feeling about him. He's the only one who knows where we are. You think we can trust him?
It is strange, is it not? We meet only this morning, you and I. Now, here we are alone and not knowing what it is we face. Sometimes trust is unavoidable.
Yes, you're right.
I don't like this wind. It's coming from a bad direction. We must get the tent up at once.
The snowstorm is blocking our view. I can't see the supplies anymore.
My eyes are getting too old. What can you see?
Supplies are gone. Someone must have come during the storm and taken them. Come on. Let's go down there.
I am not sure that is a wise idea.
Why not? I mean, maybe they left a clue which way they went.
I am beginning to think we are dealing with extraordinary people. No one should be able to find his way in a storm such as just passed. Even the most experienced hunter would have to stop or run the most certain risk of becoming lost.
Oh, don't worry about it, Kulak. I've got a gun.
What if arms will not work against such people as we are after?
There's nothing here. No trace of the supplies Samek left.
The storm has covered all the tracks.
Snow and ice for as far as we can see. Where could they have gone?
What is happening?
The ground's giving way. Hold it back. We're falling.
Back? No, you're still alive. That's the metaphorical beauty of snow. It breaks one's fall.
Who are you?
My name is Raven.
Raven?
In the mythology of the northern peoples, the raven is considered a bird which can survive anywhere. It's also credited with the creation of the world.
Where am I?
You are in my fortress, the Ice Palace.
Last thing I remember was falling. Of course. Underground. That's how you've escaped detection.
Stand up, and I will show you around. Children dream of building snow castles and of defending them against the world. I have made that dream a reality. But I've added, as you will see momentarily, certain refinements.
Passages everywhere. It's like a maze. And everything is so white. It's blinding.
The entire palace is simply hollowed out of the snow and ice. Small holes in the ceilings allow for ventilation and carry off the excess heat to prevent the palace from melting. The same principle as the igloo actually, except, as you can see, my palace is somewhat larger.
And, is it you who's responsible for everything that's been happening?
If you are referring to the abrupt disappearance of one or two rather large bodies of ice, yes.
How? How did you do it?
Come, I will show you. You see before you the work of a lifetime.
That just looks like a telescope. How could this melt an iceberg 20 miles long?
It cannot.
Oh, then...
What you are looking at is a machine which, working on a laser principle,
has the capacity to do nothing less than neutralize the Earth's protective magnetic field. Do you follow me?
I'm not sure.
The sun bombards us daily with ultraviolet rays of such intensity they would burn our planet to a crisp were it not for the ozone in the stratosphere. Under normal conditions, ozone is produced continuously by the action of solar ultraviolet radiation on the oxygen in the air. This machine arrests that process.
You mean it just opens holes in the atmosphere and lets deadly ultraviolet radiation pass through undiluted?
Precisely. The rays strike the Earth at temperatures of several thousand degrees.
So, that's what happened to the Amundsen iceberg.
Yes, I was testing the width of the hole I could open. 20 miles. But I can also adjust it down to a point with a diameter of no more than 2 inches.
And that's what happened to Wynn. He flew right into the line of ultraviolet radiation.
And was burned to a crisp.
So it was you who killed him. What happened?
One of my minor inventions, this small gun, it freezes snow into ice. You tried to hit me. I simply fired it at your feet, and you lost your balance. Why, gods control this man of temper. You see, I am not entirely alone.
What's the purpose of all this?
What you have witnessed were the final tests of my machine. I've merely been waiting for the sun to move up into the northern hemisphere. Tomorrow I shall begin to systematically melt the polar ice cap.
You're mad.
We are all mad.
But why?
Why? Because it's a challenge. Because I don't want others to control my destiny. Because the world needs a good cleansing periodically. Take your pick. Reasons are cheap. I don't deal in reasons.
But what is it you want?
I make no demands. This is not a petty case of international terrorist extortion. I will not be bought off. As soon as a person makes demands, he makes himself vulnerable. And I intend to remain absolutely invincible.
You're going to flood the entire world.
Yes. Why does that surprise you?
Consider the scene. Trillions of tons of water released from frozen bondage in an instant. Tidal waves sweeping southward. Whole buildings toppled by their force. Entire cities drowned without warning. And when it is all over, only those few living in the highest mountains are still alive. We can draw only one conclusion, literally and figuratively. At this moment, the madman Raven is sitting on top of the world. I shall return shortly with our final act. The Bible tells of a great flood. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth. And the waters increased, and the waters prevailed. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life died. This cataclysmic event was intended as a lesson and a warning. But today we tell ourselves it was only a parable. However, ancient texts from the Orient also record an inundation of the earth by water. So then, how improbable is our tale? Have we taken heed of the warning? Do we lead better lives today than we once did?
Raven, you can't be mad enough to think you'll actually succeed, can you? On the contrary, Captain Gates. That is precisely why I shall succeed. When the sun rises tomorrow, I will turn on my machine, and I will feel what no man since the great conquerors of the past has felt, the total satisfaction of complete triumph. And you will be right beside me to witness the whole terrible scene.
Oh, Captain Gates.
Huh? What?
Captain Gates, are you all right?
Coolback, you're alive.
Yes, I was the first to regain consciousness from our mutual fall.
Did you meet that guy, Raven?
Oh, yes.
He's crazy. He's stark raving mad. Did you see that machine?
Yes, and then he brought me here.
Oh, see, the walls are solid ice and the floor is packed snow.
I have already examined the room with great care.
What about the door? Could we...
We could possibly dig our way out, yes.
Well, then.
But there is no chance of effecting such an escape in the short time left to us.
And the only one who knows this location is Samek, and he has every reason to leave us here to die.
True. He knows I can expose him to ridicule.
And his business with this madman is too profitable. Even if we could get out of this room, we wouldn't know how to escape. This ice palace is like a labyrinth.
Would you like some fish?
What?
Since there is nothing we can do, you might as well eat.
Where did you get that?
One of the guards brought it to me. He will probably bring you one too in time, but I've had my fill. So eat the rest of mine if you're hungry.
Oh, thanks. It's not even cooked. Well, forget it.
See how the oil from this fish collects on the plate.
And I think of what that man did to win. And here we are, helpless.
I wonder if I still have... Yes, good. I did not lose it when we fell.
What are those?
Pieces of flint. Give me some of the fringe from your parka.
What?
Quickly. The guard will be coming any minute with your food. It will be our last chance.
Okay, here. What do you want this for?
You listen at the door for his footsteps while I try to start the fire.
Fire? Hey, you're getting sparks. Look, a pile of thread that's beginning to smolder.
Yes, now we let it build. Give me some more threads.
Here. What can you do with a little fire like that? I mean, it's not enough to melt the walls.
Yes, now we take the oil and spread it very carefully on the floor by the door. And now transfer the fire. There.
Oh, what now?
Now, we let the fire burn itself out.
Oh, what good did that do?
Here, you see. The melted snow around the door.
And so?
Which will now, if the guard does not come right away, freeze to ice.
Here comes the guard now.
Stand away from the door. I have food, but I am armed.
Get back.
Here is some food for...
No!
I've got him, Coolback. Get his gun. Give me the gun, Coolback.
Here.
Anyone else in the passageway?
No.
All right, the next question is how to get out of this place.
Without this man to guide us, we will have to find our own way.
All these passages look the same. We're just going around in circles. That guard's going to come through and give the alarm.
Look, here on the ground. Fresh snow in the grooves of these boot prints. If we follow them, perhaps they will lead us to the way out.
There's a stairway. We've made it. Crisp, fresh 40 below zero air never felt so good.
Quickly, let us get back to the radio and contact the base.
Coolback, there's one thing. You know they won't be able to rescue us. I mean, Raven would fry any plane to a crisp they try to send in. All Colonel Champ will be able to do is order down every missile we've got and obliterate this entire area.
Yes, I understand. It means we must die. So what are we waiting for? This man must be stopped. Let's get to the radio. radio. No. Look, the snow in front of us is melting.
Raven must have discovered our escape and turned on his machine.
He's coming towards us. Quickly. We got to change direction. I cannot run so fast. I'm too old.
Come on. He's gaining on us.
No, I cannot.
There's only one thing to do. If we can make it to the ground over the ice palace, we'll be safe. Come on, Corbeck. We're there. We made it. The melting has stopped. Raven can't bring the ultraviolet rays any closer without destroying himself, too.
Very clever, Captain Gates. My congratulations. I know you've taken my God's weapon, so I will not risk sending anyone up after you. But I don't think that will be necessary.
What do you mean?
Your retreat has been cut off. And now I shall melt the ice over all the waters connecting us to the land south of here. And then, Captain Gates, I'm going to forget about you and get a decent night's rest. I have a busy day tomorrow.
It's getting cold about a minute.
There will be another blizzard.
I'm losing the feeling in my legs.
He says that it is a very peaceful way to go. The numbness creeps towards the heart, and you simply drift off to sleep. At least it is a nice evening to die. You see, the northern lights have come out to dance for us.
Oh, that's the northern lights, is it? You know, it's the first time I've ever seen them.
You say it is really the ghost dance of the departed warriors.
Wait a minute. That can't be the northern lights.
Why not?
Because we're facing south.
Yeah? My eyes are not what they used to be. Then, what is it?
It's a flashing light. Like someone sending a signal.
Can you see you?
No. It's too dark, and they're too far away. If only there was some way to get there.
There may be. Can you rise?
I think so. How could we get there?
Ice forms very quickly up here. It is just possible. It has already begun to reform over the waters where Raven melted it. We'll have to cross it on ourselves.
I don't know if we'll make it. Go back. My hands have gone numb now, too.
We must keep moving. Careful. Careful, stretch out. It's getting thinner. We're halfway across the water. Is the light still flashing?
Yes, but less and less. Whoever it is getting discouraged. We must try to move faster.
Over there. The ice is broke. Don't move. Stay flat on your stomach. We can only hope it is thick enough to stay afloat.
We're drifting. But the water is coming over the top. It's freezing. What was that?
It's a harpoon. Can you reach it?
I think so.
Yes. Got it. Hold fast. Whoever was flashing that light must have seen us.
I can feel it coming. They're pulling us in.
Hold on. Don't let go.
My hands are about to double. What could this person be? What if it's one of Raven's men?
Captain Gates, it is Samek.
Samek! You've got us! Keep pulling!
As I was heading back to the village, I began to think, who am I that steal the food of my neighbors to sell to a man I have never seen?
You began to ask questions.
Yes. And suddenly the money he was paying me did not seem like so much.
You know, will have to tell the others that it was you who raided their cache.
It was a temptation to leave you there, Kurabak, and try to keep the truth hidden. But you are a tough old crow, and I knew you would manage to return somehow, so it might as well be in my boat.
And that, too, I will tell the others.
Almost, John. Samek, how close are we to the base?
Look! You can see the light now.
Oh, Joe, it's good to see you and Kulabak alive.
Oh, these dry clothes feel great. What's happening?
Do you know that you two are responsible for a military first? Russia and the United States have joined together and are sending in missiles from all directions simultaneously. This Raven fellow will never be able to fend them all off, even with that machine of his. Joe, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking of Wynne, Colonel, and the terrible way in which he died.
Yes, I know. He was a good man and a good officer.
Gentlemen, look here, out of the window.
The sunrise.
A few hours ago, we thought we would never live to see it.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that that is the most beautiful sunrise I've ever seen.
There's a story about a certain confident candidate for the presidency. He retired early on election eve, sure that he'd won. In the morning, a gentleman called, only to be told by the candidate's equally arrogant son, "I'm sorry, the president can't see you. He's still asleep." "Well," replied the caller, "when he wakes up, you can tell him he isn't president anymore." Raven, too, made the mistake of retiring too early. I shall return shortly. The Queen of Sheba put a riddle to the wise Solomon. What land has seen the sun but once since the creation of the world? Solomon answered, "The land beneath the Red Sea, for it saw the sun only on the day God parted the waters for the children of Israel." A great deal of land almost saw the sun for the last time in our story today. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Earl Hammond, Arnold Moss, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.